Welcome to Sunday League Podcast. You know we can talk trash. If you ain't with it, you can fall back. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast. You know we can talk trash. If you ain't with it, fall back. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast.
What's going on, Bush Leaguers? Welcome to another episode of Sunday League, the podcast. It's your boy DH. I'm here with Boski.
What up?
I'm here with the Razor.
What up?
Ramon. I know everybody knows Razor Ramon. We all know who Razor Ramon is. We also have a very special guest today in the house, live in person. We have Jose El Manny Rodriguez. What's up?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me, bro.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you on.
It really is a pleasure to have you on. Now, I got to ask you, where did El Manny come from?
Right off the back, huh?
Well, right off the bat.
Well, you know how, us Mexican and Latino families love to have long names, man.
Yep.
You know, we have long names. So my name is Jose Manuel Rodriguez.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and I think our announcer, he's awesome, man. He's awesome. His name is El Caifán. He's actually Toros de Tijuana's announcer right now.
Uh-huh.
And that guy's awesome, man. He's a rock star. And he came up with it one day.
Yeah?
And he did it out of the blue.
All right.
He called me just
El Manny.
Yeah, he said, you know, and I was like, sounds all right. And then he came down the next day and said, hey, man, is it all right? And if I call, I was like, of course.
Well,
it's cool, man.
now.
You know, of course it's cool, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's the first thing I answered was like, it's way shorter than Jose Manuel Rodriguez. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it came about.
Nice.
So we got El Manny in the house and Mexican League star, but from the IE. And that's where we're all from.
Yes.
Inland Empire. Tell the people where you grew up.
Man, I grew up in Rialto, man. I grew up in Rialto. I went to I played at Rialto Park Little League.
And you played with this guy over here, the Razor.
I played with Razor Ramon in high school, man.
Right. Hey, Chico.
Little grinder.
How you doing over there, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm glad
just
to have
vibing.
you. I'm glad to have Jose in the house too, or El Manny.
El Manny. Yeah,
Which
you
I
better
fucking
get used to it, bro.
I never fucking knew it was El Manny.
You know who I am, bro. You know my name.
When at first I was like, "That fool's not El Manny."
I guarantee you, all of our homies over here said the same thing,
yeah.
bro.
They're
Everybody's
like, El Manny? What?
Yeah.
I was like, "Fucking, that's Hoser." You know, that's how I know.
Hoser. That's a classic one. Yeah.
That's
But
exactly
from
right.
the IE and a Mexican League baseball star. A legitimate star. Now, tell us a little bit about how you kind of got started in the professional baseball game.
Well, you know, after I got out of college, I went to Lewis and Clark State.
All right.
Projected in the draft and all that.
Is that
stuff.
where Pujols went?
Man, I don't even know where Pujols went to
I
school.
think
No,
Lewis
he
and
didn't.
Clark?
He went to I think he went somewhere in Texas, didn't he?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
Lewis and Clark.
Actually, before he gets into how he got pros, I kind of want to hear the story of RCC to Lewis and Clark, and then I want to hear your
Albert
story,
Pujols,
bro.
on the spot fact check. Albert Pujols went to Maple Woods Community
Maple
College.
Woods. I'm so fucking off.
Where's that at?
Oh fuck,
St. Louis, isn't it?
Let's see. It is in Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City.
I'm so off.
There
Anyway,
you go.
my bad.
I mean, it's the same state, then.
Okay. But yeah, so as Ramon was saying, tell us a little bit about your...
we graduated high school.
Yeah.
A year we should have been champions in because we definitely had the best players.
You guys had some talent on
Yeah.
that
A
side
lot
of
of talent.
Rialto.
You want name drop?
Man, well,
Nah.
with Josh Weitzel, Ricky Nolasco, Casey Mutter,
And El Manny.
Luis Robles, you know,
Okay.
to name a few.
Ramon.
Coach Razor Ramon, Razor Ramon doing it. Razor Ramon doing it. No, we had a little squad, man.
Yeah.
We should have won for sure.
Right.
Went out. Honestly, I wasn't the best in school, man. It just you know, I did just the bare minimum.
Yeah.
I went to RCC.
Played with Jesse Chavez?
I played with Jesse Chavez. He came out the next year. I mean, he came on my second season.
Yeah.
He came on my second season. The first season, I mean, we had a lot of names. We had Delwyn Young. He played in the big leagues with the Pirates. We had a lot of guys that well, everybody pretty much got drafted off that team except
Does
for me.
Jose Ortega ring a bell?
Jose Ortega, that's my buddy, dog. That's
Shorty?
my boy.
Yeah.
Dang, Jose Ortega.
Just to drop a
that's my
name,
dude, bro.
More
he
name
dated
drop.
my sister, so you might know Kathy.
I do know Kathy.
That's my
We went to
sister.
Magic
No
Mountain
shit.
with them.
No shit.
I do know Kathy.
And there's your
That's
2
what's up.
degrees of separation.
There you go,
Look at
homie.
this, bro.
Yes, sir.
hey, that's how you know it's real small, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Hey,
Now, before we continue, guys, we do have a tradition we call we call it around the horn.
Oh,
So
We totally skipped that.
yeah,
My
we
bad.
totally
That's
skipped around the
what
horn.
Boski. That's what you get for allowing me to do the
Yeah,
intro.
that's true. Yeah. So off the pod, I was like, DH, you do the intro. You know, because
All right.
I'm having an off day, but you know. So around the horn, we basically just, what are we drinking? So we'll start with you, Jose. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Modelo, man. Modelo's it's my state's drink. I don't like this drink in Mexico. It's
Really?
crazy. It
Really?
tastes better here.
Do you think yeah, so it has a different taste.
For sure, it does. It tastes better here, bro. It tastes like crap in Mexico.
It's kind of like the
It's a
Coca-Cola,
little
right?
stronger over there, I think.
No, bro.
No?
It doesn't taste like this yet.
All right. Who's next? Me?
Razor.
Razor.
What you drinking,
All
bro?
right, I'm drinking Michelob Ultra,
boy.
trying to look like El Manny here.
You're drinking the Ultra Gold, by the
Ultra
way.
Gold,
That a boy.
I don't know what the
you
difference is, but DH, what are you drinking, man?
got? I got a little bit of effing vodka.
Effing vodka.
Yeah,
Is
a little
that
bit
is
of
different
effing
flavor
vodka
this
with
week?
some, with some squirt.
Okay. Yeah. Last time you brought the black cherry,
That sounds very unmanly, considering what everybody else is drinking.
and I think this week is.
Hey, different strokes for different folks.
I got a little squirt in my cup.
No.
Go ahead.
Just a
Boski.
lemon, dog.
I'm drinking the Red Stripe Hooray beer.
There you go.
So
All
cheers,
right.
you know, pleasure to have you on.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you
Nah,
guys.
man.
Thank you guys, man. Thank you guys
So
for having
yeah,
me.
there you go, man. So RCC, yeah, you. I mean, I went to go catch a bunch of games back in the day,
Yeah,
seeing you
man.
play too.
Man,
So-
Jose Ortega made probably one of the best top 3 plays that
No
I've
kidding.
ever seen in my life, dude. Like,
Wow.
yeah. It was, I want to say it was in the playoffs, man. And
Yeah.
there was a foul ball hit. We were in the third base dugout. This ball, you know how, I don't know if you guys know, balls come back into the field. They look like they're going to go out and they come back into the field.
Huh.
Jose is playing third base. I was playing first base at that time. And he just goes 100 to the dugout. He slides, backhands this catch. It looks like it's going to hit the roof. And just backhands this catch to win the game. Man. I was like, what? I was like, well, it was nasty, bro. I couldn't believe it. I can't believe it now. I just remember when you said his name. I would have never remembered that play.
That's
if
how you
didn't-
remember Hosey.
I remember a lot about him, man. That's my boy, dude.
There
For
you
reals.
go.
And,
It's crazy.
awesome.
It's crazy that you say you played first base, but growing up, like you, strong middle infielder,
Yeah.
shortstop, right? So how the hell did you end up playing first base at RCC?
well, because, I mean, well, it's because they had an established shortstop,
Okay.
Eddie Cornejo, which is, I think, is the head coach right now at RCC.
Okay.
Eddie Cornejo, he was the shortstop. And they had Delwyn Young and Kevin Randall, which Kevin Randall came from Long Beach State. And Delwyn Young played in the big leagues, bro. You know?
Delwyn Young.
And then they had at third base, me and Jose would actually split time there. But I was at first base. I was hitting well, man. You know, I've always been known for hitting. So I think that was the spot they had to find for me. And first base, I mean, I had pretty good hands.
They got to
so-
put you in the lineup somehow, some way, bro.
Well, yeah, you said it. You said
Somehow,
it.
some way. So from RCC to
Lewis and Clark State. Lewis and Clark State. Yeah. So I went to Lewis and Clark State only because I was gonna go to University of Oklahoma, and
No
the
kidding.
thing is I didn't have the schooling. I would have had to miss a semester, and it would have been rough to get to Oklahoma. You know, during the baseball season to
Right.
get there. So my head coach was, you know, really recommended me to just not do that and just go straight to Lewis and Clark.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously it's a baseball school and looking to fulfill the dream, man, and get drafted and, you know, and all that. But I went there and had a great time also.
There you go.
So
Razor.
what happened there? What? So you played 2 years there, right?
I played 2 years. I played my junior year and senior year there.
And how did you guys do? Or,
Well, my junior year, we ended up we won it. We won it. The NAIA World Series is held in Lewiston, which is we're the hosts.
Wow.
So that's kind of a cool experience. A
Oh,
nice
yeah,
little stadium. My junior year, we ended up winning it. I got passed up in the draft. The next year, I had a much better year, a standout year. Once you, it's crazy, man. You have to realize that like weather has a lot to do with how you perform, man. I wasn't
Yeah.
used to that cold weather up there.
Right.
Getting
Yeah,
getting to like the
growing
10
up here in
degrees, 15
SoCal, yeah.
degrees, 20 degrees. We're talking about right now over there. It's like 30 degrees, you know, and trying to play with, you know, in that weather, man. It kind of, I wasn't mentally ready for the weather, to be honest with you. However, that shouldn't dictate how people see you, though, you know? So, you know, whatever, things didn't happen. Went the next year to my senior year and did well, was an All-American. and was projected to go in the draft around,
Yeah.
I think supposedly was like the 7th to 12th round.
Okay.
Which is a pretty good, pretty good area. I probably was going to get signed for probably only $1,000, if any money, because I was a senior sign.
Right.
And it didn't happen, man. It didn't happen. And at that moment, I was kind of lost. I didn't know where I was going to do. I didn't know. Honestly, I was still waiting around for a call for a few weeks. Still working out, staying in shape. And one of my good friends, one of the best friends actually, John Martinez. He's out of Paris, man. I knew him from playing at RCC, and we actually played travel ball together with the Nighthawks and Cucamonga Dodgers, and we have a long history together also.
The Colton Nighthawks.
Yeah, and he was in playing independent ball in Ohio, Chillicothe, Ohio, and he ended up meeting up with another dude named Ramon, actually, that went to Lewis and Clark with me.
Not the Razor.
Not
So
the Razor.
the talk comes up where
Right.
one went to Riverside, where I went to school at, and one went to Lewis and Clark. For some reason my name comes up, man.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, what's he doing?" And my buddy John was like, "As far as I know, I don't know. I mean, call him, And
He's
he
waiting
called
for a
me.
call.
Yeah, and sure enough, man, I was still in shape. I was still in game ready shape. Well, working out.
Yeah.
And they called me, and I went out there, and here we are.
There we go.
17 years later.
The
still-
start of the professional career.
That's how it started, bro. That's how it started. And
So like what does baseball mean to you internally? Like from at that point in your life, what was baseball for you?
Well, at that point in my life, man, it's all on you. It's all on you, man. I honestly, I didn't know. I didn't want to turn the page, man. I didn't want to turn the page yet. I knew there was something more for me. I knew in the game that there was something for me. You know what I mean? Like I felt like I worked too hard just to give up. I couldn't. And when that opportunity came about, and I got to experience it was like the second half of the season. I ended up doing okay for my first professional experience. I think I hit like 250. I had never really hit with the wood bat until then.
Really? Okay.
And I played in the wood bat leagues and everything. I
Yeah.
played in Alaska. I did that. Yeah, and
You played in Alaska. Talk about cold.
yeah, you know what? Yeah. But
The summer league in
Yeah,
Alaska,
that's
yeah,
right?
summer league in Alaska, yes. And so I got there, and then that first season really set the tone for what I knew I had to do for the next one. And that next season is what really like
That's what set it off for you.
Set it off for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Razor,
Wow.
did you see this guy playing pro ball in high school?
Oh yeah. I mean, I know he dropped some names like
Yeah.
Lasco and fucking Casey Mutter and all these other guys,
Yeah.
right? Luis Robles, I think, was
Drafted by the Yankees.
Drafted by the Yankees.
Wow.
Great talent, right? But I promise you, everyone I talked to, I knew that the best player on that team was Jose, and
That's crazy.
And I was surprised. I asked him, I was like, "Fuck, dude!" I was completely surprised that you didn't get drafted, right? But I think that's made you. I think not getting drafted, bro, has really made you who you are,
Definitely.
right?
Put a
Definitely.
chip on your shoulder.
Definitely. Definitely.
And a chip, but at the same time, like, I think it's just made you like the person that you are. You're a great friend, first of all, which I appreciate. That you're here, but just a great ball player, and just dude, all around great person, man.
Man of the
So,
people.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
definitely have a
So-
reputation because you're about 3-4 years older than me, and
So we're young, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
you're a 2001 or 2000 graduate.
2000 graduate.
2000. Okay, I'm old 3, so you're only 3 years older.
Yeah.
So you're not that old. But growing up, coming out of pony ball, out of the high school coach that you went to, which was Rialto High School, he was trying to recruit me to come play there. I was a middle infielder growing up and stuff, and I specifically remember your name coming out of his mouth, which is Coach Russell, and he was like, you can learn from Jose Rodriguez, and he's our best player out there, and sweet glove and everything. He's taught you up, and I made the mistake of going to the rival high school, right? But the point is that your name is out there and people know who you are, and
That's crazy, bro.
that word of mouth it's a beautiful thing.
That's crazy, bro. Because it's still surreal to me. Like still to the day, it's still surreal to me. Like I'm here with you guys, and I'm looking at the little graphic you guys have, and I can't even believe
and
it.
it's
Like,
crazy.
He's in awe of the Sunday League podcast.
Dude, and I love it.
I'm serious, man. I'm serious.
But
Like,
the crazy
I'm
thing
literally,
is, like,
literally humbled by it, bro. I'm serious.
Wow.
then, dude, you walk in, you're just everyday guy like us. You know, like we could talk all night
About baseball for sure.
about baseball,
Or among other things for sure.
Oh yeah, and on this podcast, like we talk about.
Can you imagine, bro? I have 3 girls at the house, bro. What do I gotta talk about? Dance,
This is
food,
the escape right now,
dance
right?
food, and what else? And work, man.
Dude, you're telling me I have at my house, I have my mom, my daughter, and my wife. You know?
You have 3 girls just like me.
Yeah,
But shout out to the ladies in our lives. We love
Yeah,
y'all
for
very
sure,
much.
for sure.
Yeah,
We wouldn't
they-
be here if it wasn't for them, man.
That's right.
definitely. You know, we might be the heads of the family, but the women are the neck that turn the head. You know, I've said that several
Absolutely.
times on the pod. You know,
Absolutely.
So shout out to the wives and the moms.
Absolutely.
That, you know,
If it wasn't for
That's
for
for
my
sure.
wife and girls, man, I definitely wouldn't be. It's obviously my parents, you know, my parents and for sure my wife and my kids. They they have been my biggest inspiration, man. You know, I mean, they you know, my dad instilled a lot of things in me, man, and most of all was to grind, to work, man. You know, to work. As you know, earlier we talked about. I was like, man, my dad is from Hermosillo, Sonora, you know, and he grew up poor, bro, like most you know Latino families did, you know, and
right.
He was, you know, he told me the stories of how he had to like steal oranges from people's yards and how he sold gum in the streets, bro. Like, what excuse do I have, bro? Like to be soft. You know what I mean? There's no excuse, bro. There's no excuse. He used to throw bullpens against a wall. You know, like he got made fun of because he knew English. Like, well, you know what? You know. So
your father played ball.
my father played ball. Yes.
Did he play in Mexico?
He did. He actually, he got signed out. He played with he got signed by the big team in Mexico, which was Diablos Rojos, which is like the Yankees, Red Sox, and of Mexico or Dodgers. And he got signed out of there, and he was a part of a very important time in Mexico, man. As soon as he got signed, and before he even debuted, the strike happened. There was a big strike in Mexico that happened that was actually very important in the league because they have very few rights over there. Mexicans have players have very few rights, you know, and during that strike, my dad had kind of made a name for himself and got signed by the Mets out of there. So he missed that big important part because he was in the States in the minor leagues. So during the strike, I think the strike lasted maybe 1 year, 2 years, and he didn't experience that ugly part of it, you know, but he was a part of it.
Yeah.
So he has a winter ball career. He didn't play long. He hurt his arm, you know.
Was
and
he a pitcher?
He was a pitcher, left-handed,
Okay.
and then due to
Lefty.
due to my birth, you know, had a you know, he was hurt, and you know, you know, as a parent, as we all know, we have to do what we got to do, man. You know,
Exactly. Yeah.
and he most certainly did.
So your professional career started where? In the Frontier League, but for what city?
League? Chillicothe Paints.
I couldn't pronounce it, so that's why I asked you to say it.
Chillicothe Paints. Chillicothe Paints. Yes.
Damn.
Just the way it sounds.
Chillicothe Paints.
Chillicothe.
How was that experience?
It was great, man. It was awesome, dude. It was kind of
Getting paid to play pro ball.
Yeah. Well, so
Even, I mean, you know, I'm sure it was. I don't know what you got paid,
bro, I
but
got paid $600, bro, for $600
Damn.
For the whole season?
For
Or a
a
month?
month. I was there for like 2 months. I mean, I got $1,200, bro. You know, like
That's crazy.
yeah, you know, the whole host family experience and all that, man. You know, it was cool, man. I mean, honestly,
did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. At the moment, you're there, and it's probably the most fun I've ever had playing.
So, what city did you live in?
Chillicothe was the city.
Yeah.
That was the city you
Chillicothe
lived
City,
in.
yeah, that was the
The
city.
Chillicothe Paints are a collegiate summer baseball team based in Chillicothe, Ohio, in the U.S.
Ohio.
The team is a member of the Summer Collegiate Prospect League.
Wow.
It was before it was an independent league team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know,
Frontier.
and then it turned into
The
that.
Frontier League.
Yeah.
So then,
Didn't we interviewed a guy named Santiago Chirinos? I believe he is the
Chirinos?
Chirinos. Santiago
we did an
Chirinos.
interview with him.
No.
You know Santiago?
He-
They call him Chichi.
They call him Chichi.
Oh, he actually played for that team too,
He
no?
was with the Rangers.
Oh no, wait.
I believe-
the catcher?
No, not that Chirinos. That,
Because I play. Well, yeah.
yeah, not that Chirinos. I think he was with the Rangers in the Ranger system, and he.
When you said with the Rangers, I thought it was for sure Robinson Chirinos. I was like, man,
No, Santiago Chirinos. He's the Frontier, the Frontier League
hit king
of
the Frontier League.
Yeah.
No, he's not, because I am.
Oh, the Frontier League.
I have the hit record there.
Do you?
Yeah.
Maybe he broke yours.
No, he didn't.
No.
Nope, for sure.
It's still there.
We're gonna have to fact check that.
Fact check it.
Okay,
I have 144 hits.
I'm curious.
In 93 games.
There you go.
I love it. There's a fire, man.
There you go.
And that's the fire. That's that fuck you factor that we were talking about earlier. That we were talking about
There's no
earlier on
chance.
pod. Yeah,
There's no way. He got 144 hits in 93 games like I did. Because the next best guy has like 130.
That's probably Chichi.
But I think it is like in his career in the league.
I think it's probably
it might be.
I thought you said season.
No.
Season.
No, it might be. I think it's all time in the league.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's got me then.
You had a short stint because you had to leave.
Yeah, I had to take off. Bro. I had a single season record. I have a single season hit.
Yeah, I love that.
I
love that.
So from the Frontier League, you went to Mexico.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, I had a pause, man. I had I actually I got invited to a winter ball tryout with my hometown team, which was Algodoneros de Guasave.
All right.
And they invited me after seeing me have that season, that great season that I just was talking about. And I went down there. I didn't make the team, and rightfully so. To be honest with you, at the moment I was upset. I was upset because I felt like I should have been on the team. I probably should have, and a lot of people said I should have been on the team. But you look at the business side of it, here I am with no experience. And winter ball is very competitive. Like, I mean, it's very, like...
You're playing with a lot of good ball players.
They call it 4A, 4A is like right big league bound,
Quick fact check. Sorry, not to cut you off. But yes, in one season, Jose Rodriguez, Chillicothe 2005, 144 hits for one season. And career records, 725 hits, Santiago Chirino.
There we go.
Yeah.
We've interviewed the Frontier League hit kings.
Yeah,
that a boy.
dude,
I love it.
awesome.
I love it. Hey, shout out to Manny for that. Here we go.
Hey,
I don't know if anybody's ever going to break it.
Chirinos, man. That's cool,
And Chichi
man.
too,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
That's
Like,
cool, man.
yeah.
Great for him, bro.
He's a baller. Yeah, he's
Great
definitely
for
a
him,
baller.
bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what, man. Go to those leagues, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
it's about playing, dude.
I mean, the point of this podcast is just to really highlight the ball players
Yeah, man.
out there in the game right now. That are
highlight everybody that we can, man.
as much, but continue on with what you were.
I did not
saying.
mean to cut you.
No,
off.
it's
I
all right.
apologize.
It's all right. I mean, we have nothing but time, right?
There we go, bro. There we go. There we go.
So, where were we at?
we were talking about Mexican League.
Okay, so I got the invite to the preseason for winter ball, and I didn't make the team, and I was upset.
Right.
And I didn't
Naturally, yeah.
and I didn't know that what comes. I didn't know why. At that moment, I didn't know how big. I would watch winter ball games with my parents or my dad, really, and go. And once I measured myself with these players, I was like, how can I not make this team? Not taking away anything from anybody. That's not what I'm saying. I was just measuring myself up. I was like, dude, I'm just as good. I should have made the team, in my mind.
Right,
But then you look back now and you're just like, of course you didn't make the team, dude. There's no experience. I had no experience. I had no real experience as far as it's a high level, man. Did
you have to look at it from the team manager's perspective? Or
no, I shut down, bro. I blacked out. I was pissed off at everybody, bro.
Rightly so.
I didn't understand it at the time. I didn't. And what's crazy, bro. And that's why I appreciate my dad so much and my family. My dad was like just as mad as I was. He was like, yeah, you should have made that team, man. Of course you should have made that team.
Yeah.
You're just as good as all of them. Everybody says it. So why didn't you make the team? I don't know. Like what?
How do they tell you?
No, the manager comes up to you and is like, hey, man, there's just, we have guys with experience, and now looking back on it, I mean, it's really nobody's fault, like it was probably my fault or maybe not to think I was going to make the team. I went there to make the team, man. I didn't go there to just,
Yeah.
So that happened. When that happened, man, I was like, man, I'm not going back to independent ball. Like, what for?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna go there to, either I get signed or I'm done. So I'm playing in. It's crazy, bro. I was playing in a TJ Sunday League, man.
Yeah.
With
the professional Sunday leagues.
I
You're
was playing a Sunday
right
League,
up our alley.
so I know about the Sunday League, bro. Like,
that's
I was
right.
there. I was,
that might be the ultimate Sunday league right there.
Yeah,
Right?
it is.
So,
I was there in TJ playing Sunday League, man, and I was getting, getting a little bit of money, like a little gas money, and just a little bit of spending money, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Doing well there, just played out one of the seasons, and then the next season, the first season correlated with my independent ball. After going into my second season, my good season, I came back from my winter ball stint that I was talking about, the tryout deal.
Right.
Didn't make the team. I came back and I played the second season in Sunday League in TJ, and that's when I opened up some eyes, because then my name was out there in Mexico.
Right.
You know, so then I had the Potros de Tijuana come look at me, which was the manager was one of my dad's friends and teammates, and the GM at the time had been my dad's manager. So there was ties there, and he got the looks for me, and they weren't about it, bro. They didn't like what they saw. I guess I didn't do it well enough that day, and whatever. So somebody did see me though. Somebody did see me. Somebody did catch word, and it was a scout from Saraperos de Saltillo, which is his name is Alfredo Pedrique. And he actually, he's the one that saw me. He wanted to see me the next week. Asked for our information. Saw me once he saw me, I don't remember what I did that game. I just know I did well.
All right.
Better than I did the game when Potros came and watched. And then the following weekend, I think I went off that weekend, and there was a wrap.
So what's that feeling like, signing that contract?
Well, it was crazy, bro. Because you're still like you don't know if you're going or not, man. You're waiting for the call. I'm like, hey, when's my flight coming in? When am I leaving? What's going on? Like, I'm like, so I'm calling this guy. I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, hey, man, I'm working on it. I'm gonna get you there. I'm gonna get you to Saltillo, which is the team that I signed with, first team I signed with. Saraperos Saltillo. And finally, the day, it took maybe about 3 weeks, maybe, for when the day he saw me to the day I ended up leaving finally. And still, I didn't sign. I got there and I went to the academy, is what they call it, which is their little minor league. Mm-hmm. It's like a dormitory with all 16 teams, and they have all their prospects there. So there's probably you divide 16, or you multiply 16 by 25 or 30 players, man. And what is that? How many players do we have there? Yeah. I'm not a mathematician, but that's quite a bit.
We know you don't take no pretty good.
But so I was there. I got there on a Thursday, and it's a procedure that Mexican League had at the time. You have to go through the academy before you sign. So I was following like protocol, I guess, and the team, I think, honestly, really just wanted to see what I had. Yeah. So I went there and I did well that first day I was there, Thursday or Friday. Played Saturday, Sunday. By Monday, I was with the big team.
There you go.
And that's where it all started.
And that's the start of your Mexican League career, bro. You're still in your early 20s at that point, right?
Yeah, I was 20. I think I just maybe was about to turn 22 or had turned 22.
And your professional career started. And there it is with Saraperos Saltillo.
Yeah.
I don't have all of your career accomplishments because I need you to help me with that. But I will tell you, in 2007, like that very next year, you led the team in hits with 139 hits that season.
I love me a guy that can hit the fucking ball.
All right.
In 2009,
I want to tell you something though about that season.
Yeah.
2007
in
season.
07?
Okay. So 06, I signed with the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went there. In 07, my name was known. I came in. I came in with the bang, man. To be honest,
was that El Manny time?
Not yet.
Not yet. El Manny hadn't arrived just yet.
El Manny time.
Not yet.
All right, but yeah, you led the team in hits that season, and then in 09, led the team in runs and doubles. 90 runs, 27 doubles. But tell me, I want to know about your championship seasons.
Let me tell you about the 07 one first.
Okay.
Let me tell you the 07 season first.
We'll break it down.
That 07 season one's interesting, man. It's interesting because I was I think one of the first Mexican American players to play down there. So I made such an impact, man. That and I don't mean to pop my own collar. I'm just saying.
I really want you to though.
Yeah, please pop it.
I went there, and after that 06 season, I finished off being a starter, and which took a while to finally break through in the lineup. But in that 07 season, I earned the starting spot. I was supposed to be the starting second baseman, but I was a utility infielder at the time. So I was playing second, third, short. I started second, and they pinch hit for the shortstop. I'd be a short, and then I end the game because they had a pinch run for the third baseman. So I was doing through, Anyway, so that happens. since I was doing so well, and something happened. Jose Lima was on our team that year, and there was some stint with the team rivalries, and something had happened where somebody wanted to get at our team, and I was the guy that they took the shot at. So I got suspended actually for like 20 days that year because they were researching my information. They said that I had played organized ball with some organized baseball team here. They were trying to take me off of my team. And put me redraft me into the league.
What?
Like take me from my team. So the Saraperos actually found a loophole that would have been the case had I played organized ball. Except independent league is not associated with the American Association, which is MLB.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's how I got to stay with the team. But this went to court, man.
How long was that process?
20 days.
Really?
Bro, I was leading the league in everything.
Is that kind of like,
Dude, haters gonna hate,
when
right?
a manager goes to the other team and says that kid's not
That's exactly
12 years
right.
old.
That's exactly right. I was leading the league.
That kid does not have
And you
an
know what?
ID.
It's crazy. You guys pull up that stat because I didn't know that. I'm not a stat person.
All right.
I'm not. So you pull up that stat that led the you say the team or the league?
You led the team. The
The
team in
team.
hits that
Okay.
year, 139 hits.
And you didn't
in
play
07.
20 games.
And I missed 20 games.
Wow. That's insane.
So please pop your collar. All right.
Please pop it for me.
And then obviously it took off from there. In 2009 and in 2010, your teams won the championship with Saraperos Saltillo. So
The first experience of that championship, man, it was that was the year my mindset changed, man. It was we were talking about that earlier about my mindset, man, and that first year was that 2009 championship season in professional baseball in Mexican League was a turnaround year for me, to be honest with you. I was going through some things. It was the first I had gotten injured. My wife we just had our little girl Mila, our 12-year-old, and during that whole thing, man, I remember I was having a hard time. It was crazy, man, because I was hitting the ball hard at everybody. I was hitting the ball hard, and it seemed like the only thing that was falling. Sounds funny to say now. Were home runs. Like it was my best. It's probably like one
the
of my
ones they can't get to.
Yeah, no, I was
Right.
smoking the ball, man. Boom, out. And the only time I would get was a home run. Like it would be a home run.
Yeah.
And so it was strange to me. But the turnaround was when I finally realized the motivation of how I turned it around. It happened right in the middle of the season when I got hurt. I pulled my groin. And I remember like it was yesterday, man. I remember just going up to the little patio that we had in the apartment. I was just like looking in the sky, man. Like literally had a moment. I was looking in the sky. I was like, "What the hell are you doing, man? Like, get your ass up off your shoulders, man. Like, let's go. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's not about you anymore." That's when I had the moment. That's when I had the moment that really like, and my palms get sweaty, bro, and like I get the chills because I remember it, and it's like the moment, bro. It's like the moment that I realized that it's not about me. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
about the team.
It's not. It's my team. My team though. My family.
Yeah.
My team. It's not about. It's not about
home team.
Yeah. So and I'm like, dude, this isn't there. Whatever you have before, it's not about them anymore. It's not about that. Forget that anger. Like, find it. And that was it.
And so you won the championship that year?
They won the championship that year, man, and
So-
I set a trend also that year. I was the first player to bring their baby up on the receiving of the
go.
medals, dude, and then everybody else.
Yeah.
Now, if you in Mexico, when you see people bring up their babies, it's because of me.
There, boy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Love that.
I want this to be your chance to kind of really reflect on your career and things
I
that
am,
you've
bro. Believe
accomplished.
me.
So 2009, you guys win the championship. You're going into the next season as the defending champs. What's that pressure like?
Well, you go in there and you think you're the shit, bro. Like everybody, we have the team. We have a young experienced team. Because when we'll get to that, my whole summer league team, we were all starters on a winter ball team. Winter ball is like it's the major leagues in Mexico.
Yeah.
So our whole lineup, we're all starters. We're all important players on our winter ball team. So we go there and we're acting like like we're just gonna get given the championship. Like
Yeah.
normal, like it normally happens. It's normal.
Like the Dodgers in 2021.
Yeah, you would think, huh?
Right.
I see Razor over there. I think I hit a nerve over there, homie.
We have a good chance, though, right?
Yeah, you do have a good chance to repeat. Of
There you
course.
go.
Anyway.
All right.
So we go there and we just came together, man. We were just honestly we were too talented of a team not to win it. You know what I mean? So we get to the point to where finally we come together and we're just like, hey man, let's cut the crap, dude. Let's saddle up.
And you're one of the leaders on that team at that point.
I mean, I guess
I think
I wasn't. I think at the moment, it wasn't so much that I was a leader. It was just I wasn't important. I guess I've never been too much of a vocal leader.
But I think you're somebody that like on
the
field.
I was definitely a tone setter, man. You know, I was definitely a tone setter.
You lead by example.
I was a young veteran at that time. I think when we won that championship, I would have been 29. I was surrounded by a little bit older players, that were like in their mid 30s, and those guys. Honestly, those guys are the ones that really like show you the way, man. You know what I mean? Those guys show you the way, and in the moment, I mean, I had that second championship. I should have probably got MVP, but we had a dude that threw a no hitter, man. So like, we threw a no hitter when Danny Rodriguez threw a no hitter. We're down 3-1 in the playoffs in the first round, and this guy threw a no hitter, bro, and that sparked us, and that was why we won. I mean, that's not why we won,
right?
But, I mean,
part of the reason.
That's a big part of the reason why we won. So I mean, rightfully so, he dealt the whole playoffs and championship, and I think I was like right there with RBIs. I was an important piece of that,
Yeah.
So
well, definitely in 2010, you definitely led the team in hits with 141 that year and 45 doubles.
Doubles machine. Holy shit!
I mean, like extra bases
that's
galore.
that's only like warning track power. That's why.
Hold on.
So
I do have.
Jose is a double machine. When I knowing him growing up, I think that was your.
That was it.
Right center was your
right center.
I remember you always going right center. It was just double. Double.
Left field homer.
Left field homer, right center.
I love that. I was gonna say I got some home run numbers for him too, that comes later. But I just want to kind of follow the chronological time grab. Yeah. So 45 doubles, 13 stolen bases. We're gonna do a cup check.
Yeah, cup check.
Cup check.
2 runs on 4 hits against Greinke in the first.
Late movement.
Another base hit for Mexico. This is their 5th of the game. Arcia cuts it off just shy of the wall in right center, and Rodriguez is in there with a double. Had a walk, a single, and a strikeout. In the air, deep left field. Gobert at the wall at the track, and it's off the top of the wall. Rodriguez in at second with a double.
So that season, 2010, led the team in stolen bases.
Yeah, man.
Tell us about that speed.
Well, that was one of the things I was told I couldn't do. I didn't have. Bro.
Really?
Yeah. So like, we go back to the grind. Like the reasons why I didn't get drafted and this and that. Like here I am just to say that I didn't have enough power, and I finally hit for power, and then they're like, you're not fast enough. I developed speed. Yeah. So where has the problem been? Your glove's not good enough, and here I am. I have to win a Gold Glove now. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just never enough for some people. And then who are you doing it for? When you finally realize, like, forget everybody, bro, and it's about you and who you're doing it for. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do it for whatever reasons you want to do it. You know what I mean?
I think that's definitely one of the biggest points that you made is just doing it for yourself internally, because these opportunities that came to you didn't fall your way exactly, but you stuck to your own personal belief.
It took a while, man, because at the beginning, bro, like we were talking about it. I was talking a little bit with Ramon, and my first few years are kind of a blank to me, man. Like, I was going through some things with my family, with not my wife and kids, but with my family in general, my parents and all that stuff. And my first season, and my first successful season in Mexico was a blank, man. Like, I would show up to the field, and it was therapy for me. I would hit off the tee for an hour. I would take ground balls and play the game, and then you go back to the real world, and for me, in being in the baseball field was a true escape. It was true therapy for me, man.
Yeah, and it is for a lot of guys.
But I use it as a drive. I use it as a drive to help me, and I achieved a lot of things that I realize now, but I only know flashes of it. Yeah. I can only think of flashes of it. I remember when I broke the hit record, and I didn't even know I was doing it. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea until I was a hit away.
Wow.
I had no idea until I was a hit. Until I was 2 hits away. I was a hit away from tying it. And hey, man, did you know you're a hit away from tying it, bro? Like, I'm like, no. All right, thanks, man. You know, and that's been a lot. That's been a lot of things in you know, for me, because I'm just not about stats, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not about stats.
Right.
I'm about looking at them at the end, and
Seeing how far you've come.
yeah, you know, I'm like I set goals for myself, and you know, I feel like if I look at the stats in the moment, I'm like, oh my god, it's just added pressure, bro. Like, hey, things are gonna be, if you're doing things right, if you're preparing yourself the correct way, then those stats are gonna be far behind, you know, what you expected of yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, I'm sorry, you're gonna be far ahead of those whatever line you put. If you do it the right way, you're more than likely gonna be ahead of what you plan to do.
Yeah.
That's the focus. That's the focus you maintain.
You can definitely count on people like me bringing those stats to you. So, like in 2014, you led the team in home runs with 28 homers, career high in the Mexican League.
Yeah.
Like, what changed that year? Was it something that clicked? Or?
No. I think I want to say, yeah. You know, I had a mentor hitting coach that helped me a lot. You know, his name's Marco Romero.
All right.
This guy's amazing, man. I mean, he's not very well known because he's low key, but he's an ace in the hole, bro.
Yeah.
Taught me everything I knew, you know, aside from my dad. You know, he became like a father figure to me also. With that being said, man, I had came off of a season-ending injury the year before, which was 2013. I tore my ACL.
Damn.
I rehabbed for 6 months. Something that I had never had to do, like strength-wise. You're never really, because you play 2 seasons, so you play 5 to 6 months, and you have a month to recover, and then you go into winter ball. So you're never really, you know, you're like maintaining strength instead of gaining strength.
Right.
So that was the first time I was able to regain my strength again.
Wow.
You know, so it was the first time I was ever regain my strength again. I rehabbed. You know, I think I tore my ACL around late April. So I had my surgery early March. I'm sorry, May. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, I played 6 months after my ACL injury, which is unheard of.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's a quick recovery. I mean,
Yeah.
was there a point during the recovery that you doubted yourself at all?
Never.
Nice.
One thing that I had great rehab trainers, some Brazilian dudes, bro. That these guys rehabbed Ronaldo, the original Ronaldo.
Oh, really?
Okay.
And they were in Aguascalientes, and that's where I ended up rehabbing with these guys, man. And these guys took me, and they did something in my head, bro, that I never knew. They tapped into something that I didn't know, that, you know, many people don't know when they get it. They tap into your like inner drive, bro. They test you.
Yeah.
They test you. They're like, hey, man, like, I remember the first days when I had my knee surgery. I got there like maybe 10 days or 15 days after, and they're like, you're late. You should have came here like 3 days after your surgery. And they're like, this guy's touching my knee. He's like, you're shit's sorry. You're soft. Like, I'm just like, and I'm looking at him like,
What? Yeah.
the hell, bro? You didn't even know me, dog. Like, what? So he's at that very moment, he's testing me. At that very moment, he's testing me. He's like, So he's got this stem machine hooked up, and he's like, man, you can't take that. Like, you know, so they want to take you to a next level. And I'm just like, so then they know they tapped into something with me.
Yeah.
Now that I know that, you know, so they're going, and they're tapping into my knee. I'm just like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm weak? Like, no way, dude. You know, like, so they go to that, man. They took me to another level, bro. And the thing is, my knee was so responsive. Also, I had a great surgery. And these guys rehabbed me, and they took me to the next level, bro. Like, as far as like, they taught me something that I didn't know I could have, bro. Like, which was that I don't want to compare it to a Navy SEAL. I don't. But I think if you're a normal person, and they take you to that level, bro, to where like you feel like, well, not feel, I actually,
you know, you're gonna die
a few times, bro. Like, they made me gag, bro, and like it's a true test of body, like, and mind. Like, you're like, dude, like, I didn't want to give up, and I didn't want to look like a
Chump.
like a chump.
Yeah.
And then I felt like if I looked like a chump, I wasn't gonna get better.
Yeah.
So that's what they did to me, man. They did exactly what they planned to do with me, bro.
Yeah.
And my knee reacted perfectly to everything, so I was able to play 6 months after my ACL surgery.
That's
my
insane.
third game,
Yeah.
I stole 2 bags.
There
my
it
third
is.
game in.
dude.
Yes,
So
sir.
for going first game back, what are you feeling?
I was scared, bro. I was scared. I was
Somebody gonna pull something? Or?
No, I was just scared of my knee. Well,
Yeah,
you know what? You know what?
yeah.
And they took the ligament out of my hamstring and put it into my knee. So my hamstring was actually not 100%. So, but really, the more rehab I had was on my hamstring than on my knee.
Right.
You know, because in essence, you tear your hamstring.
Yeah.
You know, so like your knee's fine.
Yeah.
You know, but you're really rehabbing your hamstring and you're rehabbing your knee at the same time. So that was my fear.
All
Was
that,
like,
all that shit's crucial, man.
yeah, I felt more like my hamstring was gonna go than anything. I was scared for my hamstring more than anything, you know. So we go and that was an experience in itself, bro. That actually launched the rest where I'm at now.
Yeah.
So you have a knee string.
I have a knee string.
You have a knee string.
I have a knee string. Yeah, I have a knee string.
I love that.
Yeah,
First time he's ever thought about that.
it's true. I was like, I have a knee. That's exactly right.
That's a good point, Boski. I mean, you know, your Mexican League career speaks for itself. You also played for Pericos de Puebla. Mm-hmm. You remember that season in 2017?
Yeah, man, that was great. That was the first time I had gotten traded, man. That was my first time getting traded from my team.
Was that the one that I think it's labeled as like a loan? They got loaned?
No,
not that one.
No, I
Okay.
never got loaned. I've never
Okay.
been loaned. I've never been loaned.
Okay.
I got traded from Zaraperos. I started having contract issues with them. And in Mexico, it's most of the time it's year-to-year contracts.
Okay.
I have signed multi-year deals. But that was the year we had a front office change. These guys tried to shaft me, and I wasn't letting down. I was like,
Right.
it was the first time I stood up for myself real big time. I was like, I'm not going, man. You know, that's bull crap. And they're like, all right, well, we're gonna suspend you. Well, suspend me then. Which is most of the time they probably will, you know. But if you know where you're at in your career, and you know, I think it's the time to. There's a time where you have to stand up for yourself, and it was my time.
There you go.
So I did end up coming back that year, which was 2015 with Zaraperos. When I had a problem, I ended up having a successful season through all the problems, which was the most unfun season I've ever had. They made me play for you play for your salary, bro, but they kind of like added bonuses into it, and then they test your character that way. They're like it's like, well, you have to. I had to play at least 90 games. We had to make the playoffs, and I had to hit 300. Right, so I led the team. You have for one.
Yeah.
If I didn't stay healthy, I wouldn't get my bonuses.
Right.
I wouldn't get the money that I knew I deserved.
Right.
Number two, I had to hit 300. Who's guaranteeing you that you're gonna hit 300?
Yourself.
And I had a short preseason because I was holding out the whole time.
Right.
You know, so then I come in and then you have everybody looking at you like you're a cocksucker, dude. You know, including the front office. You know, you're going and you're like, nobody's guaranteeing you. Here I'm literally playing for every dollar I'm getting.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, it's cool now, bro, but it sucked at the moment, bro, because there's no days off. You cannot take a day off. I couldn't go home and say, you know, and you know, I play every day, you know, but as an everyday player, you there's days when you just say, F it, you know, I'm not, you're just not there that day. There wasn't that for me, bro. I couldn't do it.
You're betting on yourself every day.
You're depending on yourself every day, you know, so that was the most unfun season I had because they balls to the wall every day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But this is different. You know, when you're playing, it's like an ultimatum, bro. Like, you're not going to get your money unless you play this way. We had to qualify for the playoffs. We had to make the playoffs. I had to hit 300. I had to play 90 games. You know, it sucked, dude. And I was by myself. Like, I wasn't surrounded by, we had two players. One guy just didn't have a good season, and we had one guy that got hurt. So I think around 80 something RBIs that season. And the next guy behind me had like 30 something.
Yep. Wow.
And so what happens, like a guy's struggling or your team's struggling, right? Say your team's struggling. What do? Do you feel that pressure like, motherfucker, I need to get paid? Like, do you talk to them
turn it up a
in the
notch?
clubhouse?
What do you do? What do you do? How would you do it? What would you do? I mean, you're asking me the question.
Yeah, I'm asking you. Like,
and you know me. If you know me, what would you do? You take it upon yourself, bro. I took it upon myself.
You put the team on your back and you try to put them
I was blessed, bro, that season with a great leadoff hitter, bro. Justin Green.
Justin Green from the U.S.
Justin Green was our leadoff hitter that year.
Yeah.
I want to say if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have had those numbers, bro.
Yeah. There you go. You count on your teammates.
Bottom of
Kind of help a little bit.
No, you know, he didn't even know. I mean, I didn't know. That just came to my mind right now.
There you go.
That just came to my mind. Like, I was like, dude, like, now that coming back to it, thinking about it, I was like, dude, this guy, he was the guy, bro. Like he was the guy that kind of, you know, this guy raped, and he's
got
another
him.
guy just like me, bro. He's another guy just like us, like that, you know, under the radar. Probably should have been in the big leagues, raped.
Yeah.
Why he's not in the big leagues or staying in the big leagues? Who knows, bro? Like who knows? Who knows why? Great outfielder, great, fucking raped. You know, like fast.
Yeah.
I mean, what, you know, how do guys like, you know, who knows? Who knows? There's just so many people, bro. Like you can't really blame anybody, you know?
So many sides to the game. Right. And from there, you went to Acereros de Monclova?
Oh, well, that's when I got traded to Puebla after that year.
All right.
In Puebla, we went, and dude, that was a squad in itself, bro. Mm-hmm. Squad. That was a squad.
We had,
in Puebla, yeah. That was the
Went to the
owner
championship.
from Acereros. The owner from Acereros had bought that. He was the owner of that team, Puebla. Dude, we had Willie Taveras was our leadoff hitter. We had Niger Morgan hitting second.
Niger
And
Morgan.
we
Niger
had-
Morgan.
We had myself hitting third. Derek Barton hitting fourth.
Derek Barton, big lefty.
And then we had the Mexican lineup, and then we had Ruben Rivera hitting like sixth, he was with the Giants and Yankees.
Yeah.
And then we had, you know, I was surrounded by people, bro, that were like, I mean, how can you not win with that team, bro?
Yep.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
and we came together somehow. We came together, like, yeah. I mean, we had, dude, that team was crazy, bro, because these guys were fighting, bro. Like, we had, I mean, I'm non-confrontational, bro. You know, like.
With each other?
Yeah, yeah, guys fighting, dog.
Bunch
Like,
of
we
big
had
leaguers.
another guy, you know, Travis Blackley, an Australian. Travis Blackley, he was Australian left-handed pitcher.
Oh, yeah. He
Okay,
played for the
yeah, yeah.
Mariners. I
Yeah,
think.
A's and Mariners,
A's,
and
uh-huh.
I don't know who else. White Sox, maybe. I don't
Yes,
know.
Danny's a Mariners fan.
Yeah. So we had, you know, that guy was cool, man, but he was kind of a strange cat too, and you know, and bump heads with a lot of people. And then we had Chad Gaudin on that team. He was our closer. Chad
Okay.
Gaudin. He
Yeah.
was, you know, he's got a title with the Yankees and Giants. So you know, we honestly had a squad, bro. Like there was no
Yeah.
how did he not win? You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
And we came together and won, bro. Like I mean, honestly, it was amazing. That was an amazing team, man. That
So
was
do
an
these
amazing-
guys look at you and say, fuck, dude, how are you not playing
You
with
don't,
us?
you don't understand how many times I've heard that, bro. I've heard that my whole life.
Yeah.
What would your answer be?
Yeah, Razor, what was your
it
answer?
wasn't. I was meant to be a Manny.
I was
That's
meant
what
to
I would
be
be
a
like-
Manny.
Hey,
That
I'm
was
just saying, bro.
Like,
that was it.
that's all I would. I mean, if I was you, like, I think that would take that and be like, dude, you got to. You're him. You know what I mean? Like, that's
No, but you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like, I mean, that's, you know, how many?
Yeah, I
you don't
get it.
understand how many times people have asked me that, bro. Like, how did you not? How did? Hey, bro, I
Yeah.
don't know. I
It's
don't know.
baffling, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I got to compete with the best, bro, everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to Taiwan and played on the pre-Olympic team. Got to play
Wow.
against the international. I've been a part of being able to, you know, get game-winning hits against Korea, against Chinese Taipei, you know, and not in the Olympics, but you know, just growing up, you know, being, you know, like everything.
Playing against the best in the world,
playing
basically.
against the best of the best,
Yeah.
my whole life, you know, and you get to you I don't know, bro. You know, but for me, you know, was playing on WBC. It was, yeah, man, and facing the best and going against the best and measuring. Like when I first showed up with that winter ball, my winter ball team that I ended up having a career with, when I was like, when you measure yourself, I'm as
Yeah.
good or better than that guy.
Yeah.
You know, and when I did that finally in WBC, you know, and that's when I saw everybody, I saw them. You know, hey, dude, but I'm gonna tell you what, when you see like stars like Javi Baez, bro, and like Correa, that's next level crap, bro. Those guys are.
Yeah.
They're superstars, bro.
course.
They're superstars for a reason, man. I mean, you can't take that away from them. Altuve, like you see Odor, bro, and you see Miguel Cabrera, bro.
Yeah.
Like you know, like you know, and you know what? To be honest with you, the only guy that really like was just like made my jaw drop was freaking Carlos Beltran.
Really?
Okay.
Miguel
The
Beltran.
only guy that made my jaw drop was Carlos Beltran, bro.
Why is that?
Just because he was the guy he was the guy I watched.
Okay.
He was the guy I watched with the Astros. He was the guy I watched with the Mets.
Yeah.
He was the guy I watched with the Yankees. And when I saw him, bro, and he said he was on second base, and I was playing second base with the WBC, and when I saw him hit that double, and he came up and stepped on second base, I looked at him from his every spike he had.
Oh
on his
yeah.
foot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, not being like no
no, of
homo,
course.
you know. I'm just looking at
Yeah.
this guy's my idol, bro. I'm looking at my idol, bro. I'm like looking at this, one of my idols. I'm looking at this guy. I'm just like,
I'm on the same field with this guy.
dude, you're playing with him.
Yeah, you're playing against them.
You're
I'm like
playing-
looking at this guy, bro. I'm just like, wow. He looked at me. He felt my look, bro. It was amazing. He felt my look. He's like, I'm gonna stand up. He's standing on second base. Right? And he's like taking off his batting gloves, and I'm in a dead stare, bro, at everything he's doing. I'm in a dead stare at everything he's doing. I felt like it was an hour. And it was probably 5 minutes, 3 minutes, if that.
If that. Yeah.
And it happened. He looks at me. He's like, "What's up, puppy?" And I was like, looking, I was like, "What's up, dude?" I was like, "Damn, dog," you know, like, I kind of walked over to him and like, you know, I don't remember if I tapped him or not. I was like, man, I just looked at him. I was like, dude, I was like, dog. I was like, man, I didn't even know what to say.
You had to slap him in the ass.
I didn't know what to say. I should have, I didn't. I should have, but I didn't. It would look bad, bro. I was like, "Hey, bro, nice hit." Like, you know,
he's gonna look you up and down. Like,
yeah, bro. Nah. That was the first time I felt like starstruck, man.
All right. From there, you played with the Tigers de Quintana Roo.
Yeah.
You remember about that time?
Well, yeah. When I got.
where the hell is that?
Hold on, just a second.
Quintana
Roo.
Roo.
Cancun. All right. So first, I played with Acereros after Puebla. You know, I had a situation go on there where I had to resign with the team and ask for a trade. Personal reasons that just, you know, aren't worth talking about, you know.
Right.
Had that happen. Finally got traded to. I played with Monclova Acereros for one season, and then after that it was a 2018 season, was there, or 17 season? Is when that happened. I resigned and I quit on them, and then they traded me to Tigres de Quintana Roo, which the owners of that team was Fernando Valenzuela and his family.
Oh, wow.
Fernando Valenzuela Jr. is a very good friend of mine,
okay.
And he's the reason I got traded for that, because when I resigned from that team, Acereros, I was on the verge of getting suspended, and because I resigned, you know, like I was telling you guys, we don't really have many rights down there, you know, as far as players. So what I did was resign because they breached the contract, which legally in Mexico there's. You know, it's Mexico, bro. You know,
there's repercussions.
There's repercussions. You know, let's just not go, you know, too far in depth in that. Right. So, needless to say, man, Fernando Jr. pulled me out of, and his family pulled me out of a pretty big hole, man. So
there you go.
So they took care of me, and I went down there, and I lived. I had probably the time of my life. You would think Cancun because of the party, man. But no, I had another life-changing experience in Cancun, bro.
Yeah?
I had another one, bro. I learned to appreciate life in Cancun, man.
Okay.
I mean, I lived in an apartment, bro, that had a view that makes you appreciate, bro. Like, you don't understand. You see the lagoon, and then you see, if you're familiar with Cancun, you see the strip. At night, when I would get home from the games, you see the lights. But I wake up in the morning every day, like around 8, 9 in the morning. You know, we get down about 1 in the morning. But I wake up every morning to eat breakfast, and I open up my blinds, and I'm seeing the sunrise. And I'm seeing everything, man. I'm watching this. I'm like, man, I live in paradise right now, bro. I lived a year in paradise. And you know what? I went one time to the club scene. One time we went, and I went with my wife. She broke her wrist that night.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she broke her wrist that
Moral
night, bro.
of the story, don't go out.
No. But, you know, like, you know, but there's way more to Cancun than people would ever think, man. Mm-hmm. People think Cancun is about partying, man. There's so much history. There's so much beauty in that area, man, that is not just bars and alcohol.
Right.
Or you know, whatever, dude. There's so much more, and I'm telling you, man, every day I woke up in my apartment. I couldn't believe I was living there. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that I was waking up to that. And I was so grateful for that. It humbled me unbelievably, bro, that my friend took me out of a hole and put me in paradise, bro. Like, I couldn't, you know, I can't help but be grateful for that, bro. You know what I mean?
And it feeds into the drive that you already had. Yeah.
Of course.
And with the Tigres, you played with a guy named Henry Urrutia. You know about Henry?
Yeah.
He shares my last name. But he's Cuban.
Right.
I'm not Cuban.
Yeah,
That guy was a baller.
He rakes. Hey, Henry, he rakes, man. He rakes.
So where are you playing now in the Mexican League?
I'm back with Saraperos.
Okay.
I'm back with Saraperos. Last year, I'm sorry, the season before last, because of the pandemic, obviously. I started off the year in Cancun.
Okay.
I had come off an injury from the championship from Charros, and I wasn't healthy, man. There's no excuse, because when you say you're ready, you should be ready. You know, I just couldn't put it together, man. At the plate, I couldn't put it together. I felt like I let my boy down, bro. I let a lot of people down, bro. I felt that, They probably don't look at it that way. They did the business thing, and they traded me back to Saraperos, which was a blessing in disguise also, because that's where I started my career.
Right.
Had a great, they received me very well. The manager there is actually my current manager with Charros. He was a big part of it, me getting me down there, and I was able to make an impact again and re-love the game again, because you get into these funks, bro, where you're just like, what the hell am I doing, bro? Like, well, how come I can't figure it out?
It's a game of failure, and that's the way it works sometimes. You just got to stay consistent.
Yeah.
And, believe in yourself. So what's the biggest difference between the Winter League and the
Summer League?
And the Summer League?
Well, the Winter League, man, it's the reason it's cutthroat, man. It's a 3-month long season. There's, at the time before, until recently, there was 8 teams, and 6 teams would qualify. How does that work? How do you have 6 teams to qualify, right? You have a best loser come out for a Final Four.
A best loser.
Right?
Wow.
But forget about all that. Dude, like, first, you have to place nicely in the first half. Like, it's based by half. So if you're like first place, second place, third place, you're pretty much guaranteed the playoff spot. Third place is still like, you could really shit the bed and then not make it playoffs, but you can be in first place, second place, you can have a crappy second half and you can rest, and then you go into the playoffs and roll in, So that's that. So, but the thing is, man, that's cutthroat about it. So if you place nicely, if you don't, the whole season's a grind.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so there's no time off. And for some reason, bro, like, I've never been on first place teams. I like, you know what I mean? But I've been to like 5 finals in the winter ball. You know what I mean? Like, so we're like the grind. That's what I love about winter ball. And in the summer league, it's more the structure is like you get there and it's like, it's normal. But the winter league is like, man, it's like you're like, it's balls all every day, bro. There's no, and you get the big leagues come down. The big leagues come down. You get the minor league guys come down, and you get more imports, and then you get the bigger crowds. Like the Pacific coast of Mexico is all baseball. When Mexico is predominantly soccer. With this middle, eastern and northern south, it's all soccer. But that part is all baseball, man. So. I mean, it is every sense of the word, man. Is just balls to the wall baseball, bro.
And Winter League champion goes to the
Caribbean World Series.
Caribbean World Series.
Yeah, I love that.
And you played in the Caribbean World Series.
Yeah, I've been a few. I've been to a few. Yeah, I've been to Puerto Rico twice, and I went to Dominican Republic once.
Ever won a championship in the
Twice.
Caribbean?
Yeah.
There you go.
Twice.
2 championships in the Caribbean World Series. So what compares? In like the Mexican League or the Caribbean World Series championship?
It's tough, man. It's tough. You can't really. Well, being the Caribbean World Series, man, it's different structure. Like it's hard. You don't win in the Caribbean World Series and like celebrate on the field. It's different because at that point it was elimination. It was like based on like elimination and games. One game, you don't know if you won and you're banking on somebody to lose, or like it's that. So that's my experience in that. So really celebrate on the field. There's no comparison, bro. Like I won in the summer league and I won in the winter ball finally. It took me, I think, 13 years to win in the winter league, bro. Like to finally get a championship there. But celebrating on the field, man, that's not, you can't compare.
That's the ultimate.
That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate, bro. That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate prize you can ever have. Is finally getting that final out, bro, and just reflecting on. Like, I mean, you know how they say life flashes before your eyes, but before you die, like literally your season flashes before your eyes when you win.
Yeah. Wow.
Damn.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is. It really
is. It's amazing,
is.
Bro. It's amazing. It's uncomparable.
I mean, you've experienced baseball, at its pinnacle, winning a championship. You've experienced baseball at its low, not making a particular team. So, like, for you, what do you consider your greatest personal accomplishment?
Man, that's a tough question, bro. I've never even been asked that before.
You won MVP in Mexican Winter Leagues, and if I'm not mistaken,
in a heartbeat, I would trade an MVP for a championship, bro.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying. But I guess being MVP and winning it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that year, 2018, that was MVP, bro, and we won it. So I mean, really,
And even coming back from injury, would you?
I played injured, bro. That's another thing, bro. Now that you mentioned that, that the final game, in 2018 season when I won the MVP award. During the season, I had a minor pull.
Okay.
In my hamstring. And it kept nagging me. I would DH, and then I would be able to play, but I couldn't. It was crazy because I could steal, but I couldn't do long runs. I couldn't do first to thirds, or I couldn't track down fly balls a long way. Like it was crazy. Like I was measured. And in Game 3 of the final of 2018, I was just I had a few games where I was struggling after having a solid playoff, and then we get to the final. I refound myself that third game. I had got 2 hits. I was on first base, and our cleanup hitter, Dariel Alvarez, hits a missile, and the center fielder dives, clears the bases, and he hits in a triple. But I was on first, and I had that hamstring problem, so I'm coming around, and I knew I had it, but it wasn't bothering me. I knew in my back of my mind, I was like, man, just have a relaxed run. Have a relaxed run. You're gonna score anyway. And I was relaxed running. I was probably running like 70%, but the muscle fatigues, man. And I'm running around third. And right when I step, man, I could just feel it and there's no stopping it. There's no stopping it. When you feel that cramp feeling, bro, there's no stopping it. No matter what you do, it's going to go. And sure enough, I stepped, it goes, and I lost it, bro. Like, we were winning that game 8-1 at that moment. We ended up losing, bro. We ended up losing that game.
Damn.
We're up, we're down. At that moment, we go, I want to say it was game 3. We lose that game from an 8-1 lead. Lo and behold, at second base, they had 2 big-time plays, right? So then the whole team, I didn't know if I was going to be able to play. Like, I didn't know. They were like, hey, man, we need you on the field. Like, we need you on the field. We don't care what you do, we just need you on the field. Dude, that's like agonizing, bro. Like, I mean, I'm like medicated. We have a team guy that comes in, bro, that's became a good friend of mine and helped me. Like, dude, I'm doing IV medication, PRPs, and all the stuff, dude, you can do just to kind of be, I would say 50%, but I mean, I want to say, I don't know, man. That's like shooting high, to be honest with you, bro.
Scratching the surface. 50%.
You know what I mean? And like, dude, I'm telling you, like, bro, like, I don't understand how these guys didn't expose me more. They probably didn't know because they tried. They tried to do bunt plays on me. They tried to, like, and I would somehow get there, bro. Like, that's just the drive of wanting to win. That's when you're like, whatever, bro. I'm leaving it. You leave it all on the field, and I was committed to just honestly, bro, to win. I would have happily entered my career. Right, I would to win. I would leave my leg there, bro.
That's how it is. You gotta leave yourself on the field. So a lot of success in the Mexican leagues, but the winter leagues is really where it's at.
Yeah, man. The winter league is definitely more well known as far as in Mexico baseball, bro. Like, Mexican baseball is like the winter league is Liga del Pacifico is it, bro. Like, every Mexican player, besides wanting to play in the big leagues, wants to be in that league.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're on the bench, bro. Like, I mean, they're like. Yeah. You're content to be there, bro. It's like being on the 40-man, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
You played with Guasave?
Yeah, that was my first year.
And then with Jalisco, but is that the same team?
Well,
essentially.
So in 2013, Guadalajara bought out Guasave. They took the organization and turned it into what was Algodoneros de Guasave. They took it to Charros de Jalisco. So they bought out. And our owner became a partner then. Right. Which Jaime Castro, which is an amazing individual. This guy, I'm friends with his family. Like, I'm friends with him, and this guy's amazing, bro. And he was part of it, and they took our core team there, and still to the day, I think we have 4 original players from the Algodoneros de Guasave, 5 maybe. Yeah. Which all of them we're all really good friends. Imagine, bro. Like, like Razor here, like, we grew up together, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so we get to there. We go from, let's say, Rialto to New York, like, that's how it is, So you compare Guasave and then you go to Guadalajara, bro. It's like going Rialto to New York, man.
There it is, and you got that team?
Yeah, we were on that team, man. And then that 2014 season, we ended up going to the final. We lost in the final to Tomateros, but it was an amazing season, man. We got to accomplish amazing things, and it re-sparked something, I guess, in me.
Yeah.
and our team.
Yeah. Who are some of the players that you played with on your team and that have made it to Major League Baseball, for example?
Well, with Charros de Jalisco, I played with Sergio Romo. Sergio Romo was our closer in that championship team. Christian Villanueva, he was just an addition to our team last year, which he was with the Padres, and then he went to Japan. Who else? Ray King. If you guys remember, Ray King was a part of our team. Hey, Pete Rose Jr. I played with Pete Rose Jr.
Pete
bro.
Rose Jr. Really?
Yeah.
How is he?
Pete Rose Jr. was cool, man.
Can he hit?
He's all right.
Like his dad?
He's all right. Well, I mean, I think he would be in the business if he hit like his dad.
Yeah, man.
Nah,
I don't know if anybody
cool.
can hit like Pete Rose.
He was
Sr..
cool. He was cool, man.
Yeah.
He was cool, dude.
Do you think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, bro. Well, how do you hit that much, bro, and then get knocked on some whatever other bull crap?
Some
But
BS.
bro,
Real.
but how do you not? I don't
Yeah.
want to go there. Bro.
Nice though, but I mean,
That's
like,
crazy.
People that can write 5,000 word essays can pick who goes to the Hall of Fame. That's amazing.
there you go.
Laughable.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Never picked up a bat in their lives.
So how about them hits though?
What about Barry Bonds? Barry Bonds deserves to be on the Hall of
Lights
Fame.
out should be in the breed. Dude, that's the thing is, dude, like, people don't know the grind, how hard it is.
Yeah.
They don't know how hard it is, bro. Like, they don't know how hard. Look, man, I respect both opinions. I do. I really do. Because I lived it. I've lived it. I've been the only person in the team to not take anything. And, you know, like, then you take something, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's honestly, bro, you have to be in the moment, dog. Like, you used to look at Derek Jeter, bro, and Derek Jeter's a freak. You know, Derek Jeter's a freak, bro. Like, you got to respect Derek Jeter, bro. Like, he has a shirt that says respect. How can you, you know, who's to say? How can you eat? But there's only one Derek Jeter, bro.
Yeah.
You know? So, anything else, Barry Bonds is Barry Bonds. I don't give I'm going to drop my first F-bomb on you, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Do you think Barry Bonds is probably the most patient hitter of all time?
The most patient? No, he's the scariest hitter of all time.
Okay.
He's the scariest hitter of all time because he knew his zone. He covered the strike zone.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only guy I watch. I watch videos to, like, pick up stuff. I've watched Manny Ramirez. Ken Griffey's my idol. You know, like, Alex Rodriguez is also one of my... Derek Jeter is one of my idols, bro. But the only person I watch is Barry Bonds.
The crazy thing about Barry Bonds when he hits is his head never moved. Anything that he did, his posture and his head never moved. So you're not going to see any movement in baseball.
You say that, bro. You say that. But then, for me, the most impressive thing that he creates was the torque in his hips. The way he was able to explode his hips and still cover the zone.
Yeah.
That's why he crowded the plate so much.
Yeah.
Because when he opened his hips up, the barrel was over the plate the whole time. You know? So that, for me, is what I watch.
Yeah. And he
And
was
I'm just watching how he explodes in the zone.
And he was a top hand hitter.
Dude,
Yeah.
100 miles an hour. How can you turn 100 miles an hour?
You just-
Twice! You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. He hit one off Gagne, foul.
Yeah,
and
you're,
he took-
you're,
then he put it in the
you're
back.
referencing the Gagne at bat. Yeah.
Dude,
And what about the World Series?
Dude, the furthest ball Tim
Furthest
Salmon's
ball
ever
ever
seen
seen.
hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that guy's off. How can you not have
Hands
that guy?
down,
I don't give a
Hands down.
what anybody says.
So,
And what
like,
he took, bro.
So as a professional baseball player, like, how much do you actually take from other professional baseball players?
Just Barry Bonds. Just watch him.
Yeah.
How can
That's all
you?
you
Well,
need.
just watch him. Just watch him. Just
crea-
watch him.
He creates angles with his shoulders. Like,
Exactly right.
yeah.
Exactly right. He creates a comfortable pitch for himself. That's all I watch.
Yeah.
That's all I watch.
When playing on these teams, right? You played with a lot of major leaguers. Do you pick their brain?
They
Are
pick
you
mine,
that-
dog.
They pick yours.
Yes, sir.
I'm just joking,
Yes,
dog.
sir.
No, I'm sure.
no.
Only a little bit. He's only joking.
You know, most of the big names I played with have been pitchers, man. To be honest with you, hitters, not really, bro. Like it's tough, bro. Hitters, you can't really tell a hitter how to think, man. You can't. You can't. Everybody has their own different. There's, you know how there's not just one stance. There's not one style. You can't, bro. You just have to relate to somebody that has had success in your style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't be like for example, Derek Barton. For example, Derek Barton, the Oakland A's. He didn't know how to like he didn't know how to pull a ball. Like he could pull a ball, but he had a different mind. He couldn't capture. And I'm not taking anything away from him. Derek Barton's great. He's a great friend of mine.
Yeah.
I'm just using an example.
Right.
He couldn't grasp the concept that our hitting coach, which was my mentor that I mentioned earlier, Romero, was that he couldn't grasp that. So it didn't work for him. So so it's not something that you can't really you have to adapt to a style. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to compare myself to Hank Aaron at all. You know what I'm saying? But Hank Aaron was pound for pound one of the best, obviously the best power hitter there is, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Hank Aaron wasn't that big. There wasn't very many supplements at that time, but the way he created leverage is the way I kind of hit.
Yeah.
The leverage he created was what I learned. How do you create leverage? You have to have the right teacher, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't teach that to somebody who's already strong.
Yeah.
How are you going to create leverage how are you going to teach leverage to Mike Stanton, bro, or Giancarlo Stanton, or Cabrera, or, you know what I mean? These guys play pepper with center field, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's 100% true, bro. Like, I mean, here we are in the WBC, like, and you get these balls and you get these bats. The big league balls are no joke. They're like golf balls.
Yeah.
Anybody will tell you, bro. Anybody will tell you. These balls are amazing. And you're going and you're hitting, and then that's the first experience I had, bro. Was when I was like, man, our second experience where you go and you're going and just like, I don't even have to like unload on this pitch. I can take a normal swing and hit it in the gap, bro, like 420 feet, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like
Off of Granky?
Off of Granky, yeah. Off of Granky.
How was that? How was that experience? Because I know.
I was lit, bro. I was lit.
Okay.
I was lit. I can't tell you.
Oh, you got that double.
I can't tell you.
double.
I was lit, bro. Like
Yeah.
that game, I didn't play I played it. I came in. So the day before we played against the Padres, I came in the fourth or fifth inning, right? I had an AB. I don't remember against who. When they told me I was starting though that night, the next day, I was already I was ready, bro. Like I was ready the whole time. So we go and then I see Greinke's pitching, dude. I was like, what? It's over.
He's also a high level
over, you're
competitor.
going
It's over.
Yeah. Anything
I'm like,
you
dude,
challenge.
like, it's over, dog. Like that's it. This is 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 it for me. This is it. You know, this is the
ultimate
moment.
moment
This
right
is
there.
the ultimate moment.
Yeah.
This is where you get to show what you're made of. You know, I don't care if Greinke was 130% or 95 or 80 or 7. I don't care if he was getting ready. You know?
Yeah.
We're all gonna remember that I got a double off that foot. Dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, where though?
you know?
It's etched in
Right
history.
center.
You know what I'm
Right
saying? Like,
center.
you know, so like,
Double.
Stay true.
so
to
I
yourself.
go, you know, in that moment, like, if we're preparing and the whole thing, man, and I'm honestly, man, like, I've had, like, we're talking about moments, man, and I don't think people really, like, I've learned to take in moments.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, I've gone to Puerto Rico, bro. We're taking BP, and I'm like, I'm in Puerto Rico, bro, and I'm looking at the sky, watching the balls go, and then I'm going to the field, and I'm looking at Fernando Valenzuela's in my dugout. Adrian Gonzalez is right there, and here we are, have Cochito Cruz next to me, and here we have all these players, bro. I'm just like, look at me, dog. I'm from Rialto, bro. Look where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, here I am, bro. Like, here I am, bro. I migrated to this country because of my parents, bro. And like, this is the moment. This is the moment. This is what the moment you've been waiting for.
Yeah.
This is the moment you've been waiting for. Like, here, I didn't get drafted. I didn't, you know. This is the moment I've been waiting for my whole life. My whole life.
Yeah.
Mind you, I was supposed to be on the 2013 WBC team. And for whatever reason, I didn't make that team. Right? Here we are. And in my mind, I was like, dude, that was my ultimate goal. After not being able to be in the big leagues, my ultimate goal was like, I got to get on that team. I got to show people what's up, dude. I got to show people that I have what it takes. I had what it takes. And that was the day.
And you're still doing it.
That was the day. That
You're
was the
still
day,
doing
bro.
it. So, like, what has come across as far as like major league opportunities? Have you been approached by any major league?
When I was younger, yeah. When I was my first or second season, I actually did end up going to next. What's it called? When they go in September. It's called
The fall league?
not the fall league. It's instruction league. I went to a instruction league with option to sign or option to
Okay.
buy. So I went. I did okay, bro. They weren't really looking at us seriously either. You know, they weren't really looking at us seriously. So I did what I had to do there. I did well. I did my part, you know. But the moment we were there for like maybe 3 weeks. But it definitely prepared me for that. I was there for 3 weeks, and I took advantage of every day. You know, I didn't, you know, the work ethic and what they show you, and you know, I took, you know, Edgar Alfonso's older brother, Edgardo Alfonso. Oh, is it Edgar? It's Edgardo.
Edgardo Alfonso played for the Mets.
Okay, so his older brother was Edgar Alfonso.
Edgar Alfonso.
So he was, yeah, crazy. How imagine calling that name in the household, you know. So. I mean, you know, that's who I remember, and I remember a lot of people, you know, like from the Mets in that stand, and they got to the big leagues, but they you know, they open up your eyes into possibilities of what could happen, you know. Yeah. So when that moment, and then a few years later in the championship stand with the summer, they had a series again where I had the possibility to sign with the Mets again. Mm-hmm. The year I think I was closest to doing it was the year I injured my back. Supposedly Oakland was very interested, and you know, things happen, bro. Mike, I got dealt an interesting hand, and we are still playing it. You know, like, you know, so
you're still in the game.
You're damn right. So, like, what has playing in Mexico afforded you as far as opportunities go? Like raising a family, kind of thing.
Well,
like,
I mean,
you know?
it has. You know, I have a household. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I've been blessed with a great family, man. You know, and like, you know, I met my wife. She's my high school sweetheart. You know, and we have your 2 beautiful daughters now, and they've been the biggest part of my motivation, man. That's honestly that's what I've come with, and just seeing, man, how like I think people. I don't feel like I've taken anything for granted, to be honest with you, man. Yes, I have bad days like anybody else. Mm-hmm. You know, you have days where you forget what's the objective, or what's going on, or dude, it's normal, bro. But how quickly can you bounce back from that is really the motive of how people become successful. Just not just in baseball, just in general, in life, bro. Yeah. Like, you know, like how quick can you snap out of that stupid ass funk you have to realize that, hey, man, somebody's going to get over on you, man.
Tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah, exactly.
You may have gone 0 for 4, but tomorrow you can go 3 for 4.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
That's the beauty of baseball.
And that is the beauty of baseball. Yeah. And so, I mean, you know, you got when is the next season coming up for you? Like, what are you preparing for right now?
We're supposed. I just started like really getting into it again, like training and stuff. Mm-hmm. We're supposed to start mid-April our preseason.
And about how long is the regular season?
No, our normal regular season is about 120 games.
All right.
It got cut in half. The summer league got cut in half because due to the pandemic, due to the lack of sponsors, and you know, obviously money right now is tough for anybody.
Different things happening,
man. So they're trying to make it happen. And they're making it happen, you know, and so that's right now our season's cut in half, and right now we're just preparing to get into preseason.
But you'll be with Saltillo?
As of now, yes.
And then in the Winter League, do you have like a team already prepared?
Yeah, I belong
with Charos forever?
Yeah,
okay.
Charos is.
And when does that season start usually?
That starts early October, like around usually in between October 10th and 13th.
Is there any break between the Mexican League and the Winter League?
Yeah, usually the longest break you get, usually when if let's say you go to the final game in the Summer League, it's usually around. Now it's like mid or late August,
all right,
you know, or early September, and then the preseasons usually start mid-September, and the opening days are 10th to 13th of October. Yeah. But you know, once you get further down the line in your career, there's a needed break, man. You know, there's a needed break to be at home. Not a break as far as like stop playing or stop working, you know, you need a break to be like, you know, like I've learned that I needed like to go home, and like I don't never stop. I'm pretty hyperactive, man. I get the itch real fast, you know, like just to do anything, you know, just to be out and about. And that's I think that's helped me like a lot, you know, that fact that I have that habit of just being active, you know, and then I get back into baseball stuff, and it doesn't take me long.
Do you still get the butterflies every opening day?
You have to, bro, to be playing at this, you know. If you don't get the butterflies and sweat before your palms don't sweat, bro, like then you know, like if it's not exciting to you anymore, then that's when you got to shut it down, you know, that, or you know, if you're playing still in those days and you don't feel that, you know, then it's not even fair to your teammates. It's not even right.
So you can, I would consider you a veteran in the leagues these days.
Of course.
So what bugs you about the young bucks coming up?
Oh yeah.
At the beginning, man, I came up in the part of I think it was in the back part of like respecting the game. Still, I still got I was still a part of the back part of still running over catchers. That was my thing, bro. I love that, dude. Like running over catchers.
Yeah, we can't do that anymore.
You know what?
God
I
forbid.
remember a game at Long Beach State. You know how they're at Long Beach State. We're at Long Beach State, and Jose. I think you're tagging up. This was to end the game, bro. Ending the game. Tags up. And just freaking goes ball out straight to the catcher, bro. And goes head first, dives head first. But, like, straight to the catcher, bro. Just
bowls him over.
Out. I think they're out, and I think Rialto lost some shit. But I always remember, like, you just always giving that. And I remember taking those things, right? Like, like I said, dude, you're a person, like, I've always looked up to, in a sense of the way you went about it, the way you went about life and the game. So that's just an example. Like you're talking about, you love.
Yeah, man. I have I'll show you guys a picture, man. Like, and it's the last stitches of like playing hard. Ramiro Pena, big leaguer with the Yankees, and he plays with Tomateros, and I have a picture of him sliding into me at second base, and he's past the bag, and he's like, I've thrown the ball already, and I'm like tucked like on him, dog. Like it's an amazing picture, man, and that's how the game should be played, man. You know, obviously,
you have it on your phone.
I think I have it somewhere.
Right now.
I think I have it somewhere.
I mean, if you don't have it up right now, that's okay. It's gonna go on our Instagram.
Let's play show and tell.
I'll look for it here.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I want to know, like, I know that Major League Baseball's kind of changed some of the rules in terms of how they play the game of baseball.
Well, to answer your question, all right. At the beginning, I didn't like it. I didn't like it, but now I do.
All right.
Why? Because, man, pitchers throw too freaking hard, bro. Like they're throwing 100 miles an hour for 9 innings.
Just about every
dog.
relief
like,
pitcher's
you know what I'm
coming
saying?
in
Like,
throwing.
bro,
Yeah.
like now it's about, they took the bunt out. Nobody bunts anymore.
No.
Like and that's cool. That's cool, man. At the beginning, I was like, man, that's crazy. But then you look at it, and it's like, dude, it makes sense a little bit. It does. Maybe people don't. I didn't agree with it at first. I kind of do now. Do now. Like I'm not saying I'm not all the way in, but I am more for not bunting.
Yeah.
But there's a team create. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, do you see yourself adapting a little more to the new age thinking of the game of baseball?
Yeah,
in terms of,
definitely.
Like backspin, launch angle for
Oh no,
hitters, things like that.
backspin is real.
Yeah.
Launch angle, that I couldn't tell you. I don't know what's going on.
But maybe eventually.
Launch angles. From what I understand from what I've heard of it is for big people, man. It's just for like I'm only 5'10", 190 pounds, bro. Like I mean, I have to create leverage. I don't have the luxury of creating. No, I have to create leverage and backspin, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I have to hit to my field. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hit balls right center field all the time, bro. That's like.
But do you still believe in using the whole field?
At
right
times, yeah. I'm not gonna give up the essence of hitting, bro, just because I think I'm gonna hit a home run on 0-2.
Do you like the shift?
I didn't at first, but just hit it over their heads. Like, hit it where they're not. You know what I mean? Like,
hit it where they're
I didn't at first, bro. At first, I was like, man, that stupid shift, bro. It's not true, bro. Yes, it's true, but dude, like in essence, like now the shift, like all right, if that shift was, dude, like no, man, no. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. There's always holes in the field. There's always holes in the field.
Do you think Major League Baseball should regulate the shift?
I think it should be, I don't know, man. I've never really thought about that.
Yeah.
Maybe now, just thinking about it, just answering it, maybe there should be a limit, like a 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? Like, a 3-point line separates a 3-point line from being 2 points or 1 to 3 points, Like, maybe, like, the second baseman should just only get a limited area.
If Major League Baseball limited the shift, do you think it would make the game more interesting for fans that don't typically watch baseball?
Man, that's a good question, bro. I don't know, man, but the saying always goes: "Chicks dig the long ball."
Chicks
People
dig the long ball.
People go watch bombs, bro. People want to see bombs.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
But, I think at the same time, though, like especially in the heat of the moment, you got a runner on second base or third base. The fans go crazy for a ball in the gap just as much as they would a ball over the fence.
Right. Yeah. No, that's of course. Of course.
One of the most exciting plays in baseball is like the triple or the inside the park home run.
Of course. You're down by one. Runners on first and second. Jose Rodriguez is up to bat. No outs. Oof. Do you bunt?
Depends on who's pitching.
Who do you got behind you?
Exactly. It all falls on everything.
The key statement is it depends.
It doesn't. The thing is, bro, like if who's behind me, it just depends on that. Then you become a manager.
Yeah.
Then like if it's a strong righty, the pitching change is gonna happen. So what is the bunt for then? You just wasted an out. Yeah. All they're gonna do is load the bases for an opportunity for a double play. They're not gonna pitch to that guy. Yeah. They're creating double play opportunity that's already presented with no outs. So why not play for the big swing anyway?
I think El Manny, the manager, might bunt, but El Manny, the player,
absolutely not.
Yeah, exactly.
It just depends on who's hitting, bro. It depends on who's hitting.
Yeah, I love that.
It depends on who's hitting, bro.
Does not bunt.
Yeah.
If our leadoff hitter is hitting, bro, and he has like 5 RBIs the whole season, then absolutely I'm bunting.
There you go.
And then load the bases and get our tool hitter, and hopefully our tool hitter bangs, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, you essentially become a manager.
Yeah.
Like you have to know your teammates. Mm-hmm. You always
that comes with experience, bro. What you just said, like here we are, and I'm telling my shortstop, his young shortstop this year, and he's like, "Hey," I'm like, "Dude, they're not gonna bunt right here. Just it's a bunt situation. They're not bunting, bro. Like stay in your spot." There's a lefty coming up. We have righty on the mound. Dude, they're going to walk that lefty to face that righty. Just stay in your damn spot. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's what happens. That's why nobody bunts.
Yeah.
That's why the bunt is just you're giving up and out for no reason. You're already playing for the double play risk is there already. Whether you have one out, but it wouldn't it be better to get into a double play with no outs than with one out?
Exactly.
There you go.
So you still have a fighting chance.
There you go.
With 2 outs.
That's the reason.
Mm-hmm.
There's also the chance that you're going to hit a walk-off home run, which you've done, which you have done.
That's a good transition.
So, tell us what it feels like to hit a walk-off bomb.
I have very few experiences in that. Obviously you get very few chances of that presented, man. And I had a great experience and 2 great experiences in Guadalajara when I had to do that, and. We were down.
First, before you're up at the plate, do you think to yourself, I'm going to drop a bomb right now?
Go up there with every intent to do it, yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Always.
Yeah, you go up there with it. I mean, I'm trying to hit a bomb
all the time.
Until I don't. But then that's when you're feeling good, man. You know, like you have to realize that it's not something that you just. It's a confidence factor too. Like you have to feel good, and you have to know that when you're not. You have to play that. Hey man, I'd rather just take a knock. Like let's just stick to where you're at the moment. But when you're feeling good, man, you gotta go for it. And if you don't go for it, you'll never know if you're gonna get it. That's true. I mean, when you're looking for it and it happens, bro, there's no euphoric feeling that can compare to that, bro.
Oh, euphoric is beautiful.
There's no euphoric feeling that can compare to that feeling, bro. Like like a pitcher, you going in and get called in as a closer, and there's bases loaded, nobody, whatever. Like that's the same thing, dude. Okay, there's no comparison in sports than to do a game-winning act. There's nothing. That's why you play. That's why you prepare. That's why you do everything you do. That's why you go every day and you wake up at 7 a.m. and do that because you dream for that moment. If you don't dream for that moment, then you shouldn't ever play this damn game or any game for that.
Yeah.
If you don't dream or yearn for that moment, you should not play. You shouldn't.
To have that
chance. I don't care if it's chess, bro.
Yeah. But to be able to contribute to a team win in that way, that's what you got to do.
To be the main focus is the best thing ever, bro.
There you go.
There's nothing that can compare to be the main focus in the moment.
I love that.
There isn't.
Yeah. And there's nothing egocentric about that. You have to strive to be the best.
Well, to be that guy in the moment.
Yeah.
You know what it all comes down to, bro, is trusting your training.
Mm-hmm.
Preparation. Because you've done it. You can do it's there's hitting a home run in the 9th, 10th, or 12th, 15th inning is no different than hitting a home run in the 3rd or 1st inning. It isn't. It's just the moment that's magnified.
Yeah.
Because in essence, you can win 1-0 and you can hit a home run in the first inning.
Yeah.
And it's the game-winning homer. But it's not magnified like it is a walk-off.
Right.
But it's the same thing in essence.
The preparation.
Do we
in
agree?
advance of the
Do we
moment.
agree? Or
I don't know. Hell yeah.
Fully agree.
The preparation should be able to present you with that opportunity in that moment.
Right.
You know,
But
it's
you're
not
still-
about being lucky,
Right.
but it's about being prepared
The
when
risk,
the opportunity
the risk
comes.
is in the aggression.
Yeah.
The risk is the aggression.
Yeah.
The risk is in the aggression. You know what I'm saying? That's the risk. It's not that I'm going for a home run. I'm going for no. Your aggression, your approach is the risk.
Yeah.
I'm staying aggressive. I'm staying fucking aggressive right here.
Yeah.
No matter what the count is.
I'm gonna fucking smash.
I'm
it, bro.
smashing
That's
all
the
day.
mindset.
It's that fuck you factor.
I'm gonna smash whatever you
And
got coming.
hey, bro,
yeah.
I've struck out in those moments too.
Right.
So I mean,
We
you
all
know,
have,
like
yeah.
I mean,
But the important thing is to stay focused in.
that's the bottom
the
line,
aggression.
bro. I mean, nothing happens by luck, bro.
Stay focused in the aggression.
Luck isn't. It's not about luck, bro. It's not Chicken Little, dog. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
not.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's for real. It's the truth.
Yeah, I think focused aggression is an excellent way to put it. Like, have the aggression in the right moment at the right time when it presents itself, not being overly aggressive. And that's
Exactly
that's
right.
how you stick with it.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
I mean, I'm all out of questions for El Manny. I mean, honestly, like, I'm just freaking in awe of having El Manny here. Thank you for coming through.
Oh, definitely,
Local
man.
IE guy, straight up, like, grounded, rooted in the IE.
yeah, man.
Straight up humble
What's
guy.
next for El Manny? That's what I want to know. What?
Yeah.
He's still playing.
Let's
Oh,
get
no,
let's
I
get
know.
into
Yeah.
some more random shit.
Yeah, like what?
El Manny, how did that
what's
come
next?
to be?
What's next for?
Well,
Ozer?
right now, man. Last during the pandemic, man, I tapped into something due to a good friend of mine, Marcos Ramos, who we all we're familiar with, and local Rialto guy now is very successful dude that works with Edison, you know, and he's still a great friend of mine, you know, like and like a brother to me, like an older brother to me, and he put me in contact with Impact Baseball Organization, which is a travel ball baseball organization. And he presented me with, which, you know, here in Yucaipa and, you know, Barstow and Inland Empire, you know, Rialto, Colton area, San Bernardino area, you know, travel baseball now is huge, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm right now, I'm trying to pass on the legacy, man. You know, like I'm doing lessons here and there. Well, not here and there, daily. You know, daily.
On the regular.
Yeah, on the regular. You know, Thursdays and Fridays really are the toughest days. But nah, man. But you know, I didn't know I could like it, man. To be honest with you, I didn't know. Honestly, I was always against. I couldn't take over a team. That's for sure. I couldn't deal with 20 of myselfs. Like, even I don't care how good they are, bro.
Yeah,
I couldn't deal with 20 of myself, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Okay, you know what I mean? I couldn't deal, you know, because I look back on it, bro, and I look at like,
Did
you know,
did you have an ego back in the day? Is that what
of
it
course,
was? Yeah,
of course.
All
Who
right.
didn't?
Dude,
Who
you
didn't?
have-
In high school, bro. Everybody thinks they're gonna make the big leagues, bro.
Dude,
Like
to be
everybody.
to be successful.
Yes or no?
Yeah,
Everybody
of course,
thinks
of
they're the
course.
next-
To be successful, you have to have a bit of an ego. Yeah,
Of course, man. But you know, and you go back, and we play in the alumni game. I'm looking at these kids, bro. I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, these guys have no idea. They're not even good. I'm sorry to say, bro. These kids they have no idea. They're not even that good.
But like, what's ahead of them at least?
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, they don't even know that they're banking on baseball, and then, you know, like, I'm not anybody to judge because anybody can turn it around, you know. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, but in the moment, I'm like, man, like, you think you're God's gift to this game, and you haven't done crap.
Them shit.
Yeah, you haven't done crap. You can't even hit 300 in high school, bro. You think you're like, you know, like,
And these kids are small.
you know,
They don't
So
even lift.
That's the whole thing. So with now and then like instilling, like, and that's the whole thing about it. That's what I love about it. No, I didn't know what I could love, but when you get those grinders, man, when you get those kids that you're like, they're about it, bro. I have messages. I'm getting messages, bro, with results, and every one of them makes my eyes water when these kids. Because they think because of me, like they're feeling like it's because of me, dude. Like that makes my I get the chills.
Yeah.
I get my eyes get watery, bro. I have a message from a kid, bro. You can read it. I'll let you guys read. You guys can read this message on the air to see what this guy says, bro.
No
And you'll
names.
see.
We ain't dropping names, but I'll read the message.
Well, you
No.
can read this
And if-
message.
No
And if-
names, but let's read.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
read the message, but
Look, look,
somebody's...
this is today. If you want to read this message, this is
All
a
right.
14-year-old kid.
Here we go. Hey, Coach Manny. It's beep. I really appreciate everything you do for me. Since I have been coming to you a lot and teaching me new things that have helped me with my batting. If it wasn't for you that took me out of my old habits, they would have been with me for longer. When I go up to the plate, I have more confidence in myself. My coaches have seen how I have progressed and been saying good things about me. I owe this all to you. Because if it wasn't for you that have helped me along the way, I still would have kept my old habits. I'm really grateful to have you as my coach.
How do you not go forward from that?
Well, just the words that stick out to me is just the fact, my coach.
Yeah.
You know
Those are the
what I'm saying?
Those
You
are
know
the
what I'm
words
saying?
that
Like,
stick
bro,
out.
Like, how do you like, bro? And then here I have another buddy, bro, that made a video for me.
Mm-hmm.
He made a video for me, like with his son. You know, for me, that's super. Like, aside from being like the impact is the dude, but you don't understand the impact that had in me emotionally, bro. Like watching me connected with that
Yeah.
is I didn't know I could love it.
Is it because do you see yourself in some way,
Absolutely.
shape, or form
That's
in these
exactly
kids?
it. That's exactly it, bro. That's exactly it. You hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
Because I see myself in these kids, bro. I see these kids, bro. I was a chubby kid. I was. Tell you right here in front of me. You're not gonna lie to me, bro.
No, yeah.
You know, everything I went, dude, I'm telling you. Hey, man, you're too slow. I had to learn to run. Hey, man, you don't have enough power. I had to learn power. Hey, man, you don't have a good glove. Dude, if I can teach somebody something that they're going to need, bro, like, you don't understand. Like, when the excitement I can get, or like the emotion that you can get from just... And it started, and honestly, it's crazy, bro. I look at you, and it started with you, bro. Like, it started with you, bro.
Wow.
It started, you know, like...
Well, that's the biggest thing that Razor would tell us is that you took him under your wing.
It's crazy, bro.
It's crazy how powerful that really is.
It's amazing, bro. Like, you know, like, and you don't even realize it, dude. You don't even realize it in the moment. Like, you're just trying to be a good person, dog.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest with you, you see a person that's hungry. You see a person, all you want to do is help. But there's people that don't want to help, and that's fine. That's all good,
Right.
bro. But you know,
But you ain't gonna be one of them.
you know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
You trying to?
I don't even charge that much, bro. I'm probably low, like shafting myself. But I don't even care, bro. I don't even care, to be honest with you, bro.
Because you're
these-
fucking El Manny,
these
dog.
type
You
of-
fucking
no.
dominated Mex.
No,
Who
you know
gives a
what I'm
fuck
saying,
if
though?
you're charging too less?
No, you know what I'm saying though. Like, but these messages, bro, are worth more than money,
Yep.
bro.
Yeah.
I
I'm
agree.
worth more than money, and I would hope you share another one. I want you to share another.
I'm down.
one.
It's funny that you say messages because just John F. Kennedy, he once said that children are the living messages that we send to a time that we won't see. You
Yeah,
know?
man.
And
I mean-
these kids, they're gonna remember you, and they're gonna pass on the same
I hope
messages
so,
that
bro. I hope so.
the same messages and lessons that you've given to them. You know,
So I had this kid yesterday. Sorry
Okay.
to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I had this kid yesterday, and this is his results today. And then you could share my answer too.
All right.
And you could, that this is the message that
This is
this
the
mother
message
sent.
that he
who's
got.
it from? It's from.
Hello. Beep is on fire here today at his game. He's hitting the ball hard. I can't remember if I scheduled him for this Friday for batting. Is there any way you can check? Would love to add a 30-minute fielding also, if possible.
How can you? What do we say to that, bro?
And I'll tell you what you said to that.
Yeah.
You said, wow, that's such great news. So excited. Let me check for you. And it's like, you reached a certain aspect in their life, and now they want you to touch another aspect of their life.
I don't know, bro. I just never imagined that
Yeah.
that could be a part of it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, man, to be honest with you.
You know,
like,
as you're talking about it, I see it in your face. I know you.
Yeah, you have the passion in your
you
eyes.
listeners aren't
Yeah.
really seeing what I'm seeing right now, what we're seeing, but I see it in your face, and I see a new drive. I think I see maybe the same drive that you had, obviously, that you still have towards playing the game, but now it's a drive to make other people better.
Well, I definitely want to help, bro. Like,
you
like
wanna
I
pass it
definitely
on,
want to help. And you run into people that aren't about the grind, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people are blessed in different ways, you know? But I was definitely brought up grinding, bro. Everything about my family, everybody who was around, like, you guys selves included, you guys know.
Yeah.
You guys know what it's about. You know, you guys know what it's about. We're connected, and we didn't even know.
Yeah.
We're all connected, and we didn't even know. You know, and we're connected with people around us, you know, that may have forgotten or not, but, you know, we're either way, we're connected with the grind.
Yeah.
No matter what. And you know, and people talk about, like, baseball gods. No, there isn't. There's only one God. And baseball and any sport is life. What you do in baseball and what you give to baseball is what you should be doing in life. You know, like, whatever desire or goals you have, it shouldn't be just sports. It should be just life. I didn't know that. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's recent, but I found that out. You know, it's not about just being a good baseball player. When you're a good baseball player and you adapt that to life, it makes you a better person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so what you invest into baseball, it should also be a part of your life.
Yeah.
You know, you getting up early to go work out. You're getting up early the energy you invest into being a better hitter and a better position player. Those are all things we should be doing in life, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Be
And
better.
that's what's going on right now.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, obviously it goes further than the pandemic's obvious, bro. But that should just be, and I've been hearing it a lot. Like, as far as, like, hey, man, all we got to do is be better people. And it sounds so simple and stupid, but it's the absolute truth. Mm-hmm. Just be a good person. Be a good person.
Yeah.
Be a good person, bro. Be a good person.
It really
You know?
just amounts to treating others with respect.
Exactly.
The way that you would expect, you know.
And that's hey, dude, you couldn't have said it better, bro. Like, treat people how you want to be treated.
Yeah, with
And be
respect.
sincere about it.
Yeah.
Be sincere about it. What are you going to gain? Dude, you shouldn't even be trying to gain anything. You should just be a good person. All you want to do, what you should be trying to gain is the respect of, the reciprocation of somebody else being just like you, a good person. I can't tell you I've been a good person my whole life. No, I haven't. Of course not. Of course not. I don't think any of us have. You know, but I can tell you most of the time I've tried.
Right.
I've tried, and when I realize it, I'm trying to be better, you know? And you know, as I try to get better in the game, I'm also trying to get better as a person, you know?
It comes hand in hand.
And you're
Absolutely.
you're still playing, and I think that's the biggest reason why, one of the biggest reasons why people in Mexico love you so much is just the fact that, you're a badass ball player, but you're a badass person at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just got to tell you, man, keep doing your thing. You know, thank you for joining us in this podcast.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we're just a couple of regular dudes trying to make it happen in the Sunday leagues.
Yeah.
And we got El Manny.
I appreciate you guys,
fucking
man.
Mexican League MVP, championship winner, World Baseball Classic player, in the Olympics. Also, we didn't even touch on the Olympics.
It was a pre-Olympic.
But either
Yeah.
way, we got a championship ball player in the house
Yeah.
tonight, dropping some knowledge.
I appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
man.
you got.
No, we appreciate-
you
yeah.
guys, man.
We appreciate you coming in. You know, we appreciate the Razor inviting us all to.
Shout out
to his
Razor.
This is my dude, man. You know,
Oh,
Razor.
yeah,
man.
You know, you know, dog, you know.
For lending the home for this home field advantage in Sunday League the podcast.
Definitely.
So I'm all out of questions, man. And Manny, I don't know. What do you prefer, Manny or Jose?
Hey, bro. Whatever feels right
works.
to you guys, bro.
El Jose.
yeah,
whatever you guys
definitely,
feel
man.
right to
But
you guys, bro.
you know, in the future, man, love to have you back on.
Love
We'll
to
get
be
you back
bro.
on. We'll talk some more baseball,
Oh, yeah,
banter
definitely.
type
Be
of
back,
stuff.
bro.
Yeah.
But check
my,
out.
my favorite part about you, man. You're as normal as they come. Definitely.
I appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you,
Appreciate
thank you,
you.
man. Thank you. You guys,
Razor,
you guys,
you guys got anything else to add, Razor?
Oh man, I want to thank you again.
There you go.
Oh,
Really,
man.
man. I like I said, man. Thank you for not only for today, but for taking me under your wing. I've never really even told you that, but
No,
It's
man.
out here
You
now.
have.
it's out here,
there's-
and not only did it really change my life. Like I have a beautiful home. I have a beautiful family that But I want to thank you for showing me that example of really grinding, like you've expressed to us on this whole podcast is really about the grind, because that's what I'm really about.
Yep.
But I really got that from you, and man, it's allowed me to play baseball collegiately in Europe, a little bit in Mexico,
Professionally,
and
Yes.
and so it's made like it's given me those opportunities, right?
Yeah.
But I want to thank you for that.
It's amazing, bro. That's I can't even tell you what that means to me, bro. Like I can't even. For reals, man. Like, I can remember seeing you, bro. I can remember it like it was yesterday. For real.
Just watching you guys like
I can't remember it, bro.
Yeah,
I can remember it like it was yesterday.
the bond between you two, like
It's amazing,
it's
bro.
real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can see it.
I haven't seen him.
each other
I seen him in our alumni game.
I think
2
we
or 3
finally
years
hit a
ago.
shot, right?
2 or 3 years ago, bro. Yeah. When you,
I pulled my.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You told me about that. I told it.
Yeah,
I was
so-
telling these dudes. I was
yeah.
like, dude, I hit a fucking shot. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's a game. It's put us in the
Yeah,
head.
we
And
were
we're all
amazing.
we're all like cheer, like let's go, bro. And he hits the biggest hit, and he's like, he doesn't even have to run hard. He just like takes off, pulls up. I'm like, oh, Jesus,
Straight out of the box.
Hey, I got a double though.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was like, what would Manny do right
That's
now?
what I'm
Get
saying.
a double.
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. You see that, bro? Like that grind, bro.
That's exactly right.
That's what we're talking about,
That's
bro. It's
exactly
like here
right.
we are pulling for each other. In the moment, we haven't seen each other in who knows how long, bro. You know, and we're still like connected 100%, bro. Because I always known that there's always been love between us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've always known that. You know, we're connected because he grew up with my sister also, and we're in the same realm. And dude, I appreciate you, bro. Like I do. I appreciate you guys, man.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
No, we
Thank you
appreciate
for-
you coming
thank
on,
you.
dude.
Thank
Definitely,
you. Thank you for this experience, man. Like,
Yeah,
obviously you come in here and you don't even know how it's gonna go, bro. But this is amazing, dude.
that we didn't know either.
Yeah, we didn't know either, dude. Like,
We just knew we wanted to talk about you.
it's funny. We typically have an outline, and I didn't have shit today.
I had some notes. I knew what we
Yeah.
were going to talk about, and really,
Yeah.
it's just about that baseball experience. And coming from where we're coming from, and seeing where you're at right now, gives a lot of inspiration to people out there.
I
Definitely.
hope so, man. I hope so.
Yeah,
And-
definitely.
And I just want to, at least I want to tell people, bro, that
Yeah.
I don't know how quite to word this, bro, but and it sounds cliche, man, but really, man, there's opportunity for anybody who's willing to take the chance of working hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. There's opportunity for anybody who's willing to work hard. You look for the opportunity.
Yeah.
If you look hard enough, you're gonna find an opportunity. You
And
know,
bet on yourself.
Yeah.
always,
Always bet on yourself.
always.
You got anything else to add, Boski?
I'm good, man. I had a great fucking time.
I did
too.
too.
It's a pleasure having you on, and I look forward to having you on again. in
By the
future.
way,
Look forward to being here, man.
By the way, if you played in the Sunday leagues, you know you got to bring your umpire fees.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit left-handed too. Drag bunting all day, bro. No, I'm drag bunting and I'll bring umpire fees. Dog.
Next
It's
time
all
we
that.
get you on the podcast, you better bring your $5.
Hey, thank you guys, man. Thank you guys.
That does it for. Oh, by the way, we're gonna have him sign this
That's
baseball.
right.
But that does it for this episode on Sunday League the podcast. We'll catch you guys next week.
Tenemos el día de hoy aquí Gabriel Gutiérrez y Fernando Flores. La curva. El Manny eleva, peligroso, entre izquierda por todo el jardín izquierdo. La pelota va caminando, para atrás. Y esa pelota agarró calle y no va a regresar. Cuadrangular con las bases llenas. Se lleva por delante a Vázquez, a Carbonell y también al Guti para poner la pizarra. Ahora, 5 carreras por 0. Este es el segundo estacazo para el...
Pelota amateur, bonito parque. El Manny Rodríguez al primer picheo, castiga la bola por el izquierdo. Va en terreno bueno, sí, jonrón. Y el Manny Rodríguez con este home run alcanza a su compañero Jafet Amador en el tope de la liga con 5. Tiene el Manny además. Línea del Manny, la metió entre dos. Derecho central, pica la bola y extiende la ventaja de los Charros. 50 producidas. Creo que no tardamos ya en darle otro trofeo de más valioso y hacer historia. El Manny Rodríguez
Primer envío para Manny, revienta la pelota y la va a sacar por todo el jardín izquierdo. Esa pelota agarró calle y no va a regresar. Cuadrangular de 2 carreras de Manny Rodríguez, llevándose por delante a Amadeo Zazueta. Llega con Exxon Manny Rodríguez a 5 palos de vuelta entera y el equipo de los Charros de Jalisco ahora está ganando al son de 8 carreras por 1. Lo vemos al
Rodríguez con las 3 de hoy. Postemporada inortodoxa. En lo que conecta Rodríguez su cuarto imparable del juego. Sencillo a terreno del jardín izquierdo. Trae al plato los Spikes de Osorio con la tercera carrera de entrada. Y para Manny Rodríguez suma 4 remolcadas el día de hoy.
Y rotan las piezas. ¡Pum! Truena el madero por el rumbo del izquierdo. La pelota va viajando y vamos a ver. ¡Sí! Es cuadrangular. Capitán de los Charros. Truena el madero por el rumbo del izquierdo. La pelota va viajando. No me lo van a creer. Gran slam del Manny Rodríguez.